Hey guys, Rorius here. I almost forgot to start the stream. Oh, it always does this now. YouTube always, like, halts for a second. There we go. Okay. Well, yes, I am awake. I am indeed. Are you, Maddie? Frequently, aren't you normally sleeping at this time? Ah! It's Thorn. Starting the day off strong. Just scream. Dear. It's weird. My popped out chat is slower than the regular screen chat. Oh no, not always. I have two chats on my screen and the disparity between the two is really strange. But I've been missing a Canadian's friend stream because of it. Oh, I see. So that's a trade-off, yeah. Oh, hey Core. I saw something of yours posted up the top. I saw Maddie posted on your behalf. Anyway, I was just like scrolling down. That's why I nearly didn't start the stream on time, is that I was scrolling down and I was just like catching glimpses of stuff and I'm like, I was just like almost just reading it like a regular Reddit. Anyway, okay. So, we've watched this one at the end of the previous stream. Jake Roper Vsauce 3 Appreciation. Okay. Oh, I forgot that I have it on.
Hello there.
I have it on light mode, because I always just have YouTube on light mode. Dark theme. Okay. Okay.
You fantastic.
I hope this doesn't get claimed.
How you doing? You're looking great. Me? Let me just address the elephant in the room. The beard. I know. I'm aware. It's a thing, and it's growing wild. So actually, this brings up one topic, which isn't the main topic, but still might as well start with some levity, and then we'll get into the serious stuff.
How's it going?
It's going good. I'm going to be shaving this puppy next week on Twitch, on my Twitch specifically.
Just got back from my walk.
I'll put a link down there so you can check it out. Actually, in lead up to that, if you're watching this video currently as it was released, then you should go to Twitch right now, because I'm currently streaming there as well, probably being terrible at video games as usual. We have a really lovely community on Twitch. I love Twitch. Now I'm going to go on a Twitch tangent. Twitch is a great place. You can actually interact in a much different way than you can on YouTube, and I really love that. And to take that a step further, I actually created a Discord as well with a lot of help. So I have a Discord too. I'll put a link
a little bit late.
Well. All these things, look at that. Anyway, what I want to talk about is, well, something I've been thinking about a lot.
Yeah, I missed the stream. Only by 7, 8 months.
A lot of us were placed into something that, you know, we had to deal with. We didn't necessarily want. Yeah. We weren't expecting it, but we have to deal with it. And I think the dealing with it part is very important, because this goes back to 4.5 years ago almost now, when, as you probably know, at the end of 2015, I was diagnosed with cancer. And I spent the end of the year having surgeries, and then the beginning of the year of 2016, physical therapy, treatment for the cancer, having to go in 5 days a week for treatment, getting my blood drawn all the time, getting scans, all this stuff. And that lasted for a while. I mean, for an entire year, all of 2016, I would be in the cancer center at least every week. And that was my life for a year. And the thing that I thought about a lot
one way to open
was
the
something
stream
that we don't tend to really think about, which is death. This is going to be an upper. It probably won't be. We all know that at some point we are going to die, but we tend not to think about it. Instead, we focus on hobbies or friends or activities. We do other things to push that out of our minds. So it's always in the back there, but it's not really the focal point. And we never spend a lot of time really thinking about dying. But for a year, it's what I thought about every single day. I thought about it every day. And I wanted to share with you what I learned from that, what I learned from that year. And it still happens a little bit. I mean, every year now I've gotten, luckily, you know, my cancer's been in remission for a while. But it is something that I still have to think about, because now I'm on a yearly schedule where I go in to get all my scans and x-rays and blood drawn and all that
Tian's
stuff.
got memes coming up.
2 weeks leading up to that,
Good.
those thoughts come back. They move from here to here. And I think about it a lot. What am I going to lose? What am I grateful for? What do I still want to accomplish? Am I satisfied with what I've done, with how I've treated others, with the impact, no matter how small, that I've made on the world. But regardless of those 2 weeks that lead up to those scans, those tests that determine if I'm gonna have cancer again or not, it's something that has stuck with me. And that's what I want to get across here, is that what I learned from having cancer was to not be so critical of others' opinions, of others' feelings, to be more open, to be more honest, to be just better. Did I want cancer? No. Was it something that I enjoyed having? No. Am I happy that I had it? Yes. And the reason why is because I think that it has made me a better person. I wish it didn't take something like cancer to do that. But, you know, sometimes a small shake isn't enough. You need a really big one. And that's the thing that I realized while sitting in hospital beds, while sitting in dimly lit rooms having tests done or having treatment done to me. I thought about that. I thought about, how can I be better? Not just in who I am and how I treat people, but in the things that I create. How can I make myself proud if today or tomorrow or the next day is my last day? Right? We all have an expiration date, but sometimes you get a clearer idea of when that is than others.
Watching something
I
heartfelt.
truly did have a very fastly approaching expiration date. So there's always that line that you can tell somebody's character by how they treat others that are deemed below them. And I do below them in air quotes because I generally don't feel that anyone is below anybody else. Your job doesn't dictate your worth. Your income doesn't dictate your worth. I firmly believe that how you treat others dictates your worth. And you should always be kind to people because you never know what kind of day they're having. You don't know their personal struggles. You have no idea. And you have to be conscious of that and aware of that when dealing with others. And, you know, I used to be, I'm not saying that I was like a terrible person. You know, I could be mean. As I've gotten older, that has lessened. And now I try to just be not so dismissive. You know, and this is in little ways, nothing huge. I'm not talking about like ideological things here, because I've always been fairly open-minded with that, but I think it's more of, oh, you listen to this kind of music? Well, I don't like that. Well, maybe I'll listen to it. You know what? I will listen to it. Because why not? Maybe it's not my cup of tea, but there could be something of value there. And it's worth understanding why other people like certain things or dislike certain things.
Rory motes,
instead of just dismissing it altogether. And that was something that I think is important, especially if you are a creator. And I think that on some level we all are. It doesn't have to be that we make movies or we're making art or we're making music, but we are creating in our own way. We're creating friendships, we're creating bonds, we're creating stories that we will then tell to others. And I think being open and accessible to all different kinds of art, even if you don't deem it as such, is important at crafting you as a better creator, as a better storyteller, as a better person. So I've focused on that a lot. That was one thing that I did. Another thing was being more kind to myself, because I am very hard on myself. But understanding that there are limitations, but that doesn't mean that I have to stop. Something that is limiting forces you to then find a way around it, to be creative. Right? I'm sure you've experienced this in a lot of things that you've tried to do. There'll be a roadblock, but that shouldn't just make you drive back home. You should figure out, how do you get around it? How do you deal with that and make things better? You know, when I was going through treatment, it would have been very easy. And sometimes I wanted to just give up and be like, why am I fighting so hard? Why am I doing this? What's the point? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But I didn't, because there was more that I wanted to do. I think it's and I'm not trying to say that I'm some sort of saint or I'm amazing, because I think lots of people do this. And why do we do that? Why do we fight? For me personally, I can only talk about myself, is because I wanted to.
That's the Rory sick emoji.
I wanted to be better. I wanted to have more connections with people. I wanted to create more things that could be
run the roadblock over.
That was a thought that I had a lot. When I die, what will people think of me? What will I be remembered for? And maybe it's a bit selfish. Maybe it's a bit narcissistic, but I want to leave this planet better than I found it. Better than I came into it. And that could be in the most minuscule way, but it's an impact. It's something small. It's that little chip on the stone, and that's what's important. Somebody will see that. No matter how large or small, it will be seen. And so I'm going all over the place here. So what did I learn? I learned to be more accepting. I learned to not be dismissive. I learned to be more compassionate to others. Not that I wasn't before, but in a different understanding of it. Where we've all gone through things. We've all had terrible things happen to us. It could be from a bad relationship or a bad grade on a test or some sort of health scare, what we're currently going through right now. We all go through stuff that is terrible. And it might not be as terrible as this other person's, but to you it is. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Because you're the one who has to deal with it. Right? It's your pain that you have to carry, not somebody else's. But in thinking that, you also need to be aware that other people have pain. Other people have problems. And you need to be considerate and kind towards that. So I wish I could fashion what's in my head in a more cohesive way, but I just can't. So hopefully from this rambling mess, you can take that, interpret it into something that makes sense. That is logical and well-spoken. Yeah. Be grateful for what you have, for what you had. No matter if it was bad or good, it's shaped you into who you are.
I want my lemons.
It got you to the point you're at right now watching this. And that version of you is you. And maybe there's things you want to fix. Maybe there's stuff that you want to change about your personality, about the way you look, about the way you feel, about the people around you, about the situation that you're in.
It's got like melting cheese and melting
But if you're aware of it,
sour cream.
And if you're motivated enough to try and work on it, then you
burn
can.
his house down.
And it'll be, again, just like that chip in the rock. It'll be incremental changes. Where am I going with this? I don't know. I kind of went off on a tangent there. Also, it's incredibly hot in this room. I think that's kind of all I wanted to say about this. I just wanted to get it out there, especially with everything that's happening in the world.
Yeah. I think we got the point. Yeah. So that's firstly, I'd forgotten that he had cancer, that's something he was going through, but also, yeah, it's basically, it's another, like, it's a motivational speech. I thought that was important to have a listen to, but also, it's like it's an alternate version of that same speech. If life gives you lemons, don't take the lemons. Make life take the lemons back. It's like, or the more popular, make lemonade. Make the best of it. Hey, Tofu. Stab him in the chest. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, you gotta find your way through, with whatever method you can. Anyway, who's Temporary Hole? I don't know. Anyway, Star Wars fan film, Father and Son, The Resistance. How long is this? Okay, it's 6 minutes. This one. When I saw Star Wars fan film, I was like, uh-oh. It's gonna be like a...
Es war der 12. September. Die Menschheit lebte in Frieden. Doch was sie nicht wussten, dass ein Tyrann namens Renigo ihnen alle Freude, die sie je verspürt haben, nehmen wird.
Wait, is this... I wonder if this is copyright claimed. I just suddenly thought, I wouldn't have a clue.
Sind genau 56 Stunden, 2 Minuten und 3 Sekunden vergangen. Dann
consume the
geschah
consumer, yeah.
Renigo hatte eine geheime Organisation, die die Stadt Maddington zerstören und erobern wird.
Is the
Doch als
movie
die Stadt
entirely in
erobert hatte,
German?
widersetzte sich sein eigener Sohn.
If so, I'm gonna struggle to understand what's going on.
Einen Widerstand gründen, namens Zyklus des Widerstands. Daraufhin setzte sein Vater seinen besten Jedi Ken ein, um seinen Sohn Rennick zu vernichten, der sich in den Wäldern von Maddington versteckt. Und so geht es weiter.
What was I gonna say? Oh, right, yeah. I just got back from a walk, like, about 15 minutes before the stream started. So, I've got the AC on, but I'm still sweating.
Sie wurde gefunden. Sie haben noch 3 Stunden.
Yeah, it looks like it's entirely in German. Wait, actually, maybe subtitles? The freaking Star Wars music. Star Wars music makes me nervous because I know most of it is music. Actually, wait, I should check. What do I translate?
Hallo, mein Meister.
Oh,
Vernichte meine
never mind. You're cringing so bad already, yeah. Oh, dear. Just some guide. This looks like a student film. Oh, official MX, hey.
Du bist hier, Relic.
Wir waren einst Freunde.
Ich werde nicht emotional.
Du bist wie mein Vater.
Yeah, this just reminds me of like a film that friends of mine were in media studies and they had to make a film as an assignment. And I was an actor in that film for like, I wasn't in a speaking role. Or no, I was in a speaking role.
So schwach.
But I had like one line. It was really silly film. It was like supposed to be some sort of noir thing. Set in like the 30s. I love seeing people like when people do like Star Wars sword battling. It's so clear that they're just trying to make it look like they're battling with swords, because instead of trying to attack the person and deflect, and then the person deflect their attack, they attack the sword. It's like they're just aiming to hit the swords together, you know? It doesn't look like authentic in any way, you know? It's not like they're like trying to strike the body and then they get blocked, which is what somehow we still look like. It's just two guys in the woods hitting each other with sticks. Two guys in the woods hitting sticks each other. Which episode is this? I don't think it's an actual episode. It's this is just some kids wanting to make a Star Wars-esque.
Sag meinem Vater, dass für seine Taten büßen wird.
Episode 10, another one of Disney's crap shows. I mean, I could probably do much better, so I should make fun, but yeah, it just reminds me of like any old 4 out of 10 better than the sequels. Yeah. All right, now we got now for something completely different. We've got Clown. This is one of yours, Zach. One of your submissions. Sugar Rice Kringles commercial.
Breakfast. I'm hungry.
Thanks, J.J. Abrams.
Take it from Karinkles. That's me. The best breakfast under the big top is Post Sugar Rice Karinkles. So crinkly, so delicious, so different. Each grain of rice in Sugar Rice Karinkles is crinkled with honey and sugar. It's so good, I crinkle every time I eat it. Yet, no matter what other rice cereal you've ever tried, you'll love Post Sugar Rice Karinkles best of all. Honey and sugar make it different and wonderful. A circus of fun to eat. So you crinkle on down to the store for Post Sugar Rice Karinkles, the greatest cereal treat on earth.
I was so like, It's just an old timey ad. If you have clown phobia though, that would trigger it hard. I used to hate clowns more than I do now. Voice acting was 2 out of 10, not enough German. You hate clowns, yeah. No, I was gonna say I'm not too bad with clowns. I used to really despise clowns. Less so now than I did when I was a kid. But still, it's just unsettling. He's in that saw trap. That rips off your jaw. Oh, you mean the reverse bear trap. You thought he was in a reverse bear trap. Something straight out of Fallout or FNAF. Yeah, it's very like at the latest like 40s reverse bear trap. Yeah, I believe that's the name of it. Technoblade Mega Walls. This is music. It's been so long. Yeah, the only reason I remember it is that there's the pig killer in Dead by Daylight. She puts reverse bear traps on the survivors. Otherwise, I would have definitely forgotten it. Yeah.
10 minutes have gone by.
Wait. This is probably copyright claim.
Handle. And at first glance, now you're trapped in spawn, and your team hasn't a chance.
So it's Technoblade singing his own lyrics to. Yeah, okay. Well, let's move on. I'm always nervous with music. All right. Oh, Tiana, why wearing? Yes, I've seen this. I've seen this before. I've checked the music for obvious claims. Still not diff safe. That's the thing is, I think it's a fan remake. Like it's a fan make. But most fan makes are also like the people who make music on YouTube. They sign up for one of those services. Like there's plenty of services around where you can like if your content gets content ID'd, you can choose to claim or not claim videos with that stuff. Yeah, I've seen this before, but I will watch it again because it's humorous. It's a hat you can get from Bloodborne. No, Bloodborne? No. Yeah, Bloodborne. I don't remember if it actually makes that noise in the game or not, but yeah, it's a hat you can get in Bloodborne, and it's this is the last hour doing all the moderation shit before the stream. Oh, cool. Thank you, Betty. Okay, poor Jonathan. Jonathan Blow plays Visual Studio.
Visual Studio suck! You guys see this? Clicking on do it.
Wait. Okay, this song has been claimed before. Okay, it's not claimed on this video. We shouldn't get a copyright claim for this song. I love this song. It's in it's in his game, The Witness. He has the song in The Witness, and it's that particular puzzle in The Witness. I've never finished it. I've never managed to do it. This is amazing. I wonder if it was programmed in. The head banging thing. I don't know actually. Because that's the thing. That's why I was saying like I don't know if it's actually in the game or if it's just they've added it in post. But yeah, it's if it is in the game, that's really funny because it means it is programmed. I changed the too long rule a bit. I don't immediately delete long videos, but I did say that you have complete control over how much you might watch of it. Yes, yeah.
Go to definition. S64, because Visual Studio is a piece of shit. It did it! It deleted the word lambda. Do you see why I hate this editor?
Static. Is there a setting that I can change this back? Someone please tell me there is.
Oh, because I can't edit it. I can't click this to select it either. To copy the value. Because it's not in scope right now, so you can't copy the value of the number, even though it's drawing it right there. Why did it just... I was editing that macro and it just flipped. This is such a clusterfuck of terrible decisions, and it just...
I was gonna say, I think Jonathan Blow just needs to download some of the the tools for Visual Studio. I don't have them, but I remember my brother had this crazy like tool set that is like a plugin for Visual Studio that just makes it so much more like there's so many more functions that you can like shortcut shit.
This gets worse.
Yeah.
Every 6 months. I am literally looking at it in the face. I just don't understand how you could say IDEs are bad, Mr. Jonathan. They make you so productive. Why would you want to take the productivity hit of not
Jonathan
having
Blow,
these things happen anymore?
Jonathan Blow made Braid, and then he made The Witness. He's like one of the big famous indie developers. He basically is self-funded. The only ones I know of are Braid and The Witness. He might have done other ones as well, but he was one of 3 main developers that were in the indie game movie. They made a movie about indie developers, and it focused on Jonathan Blow, it focused on Phil Fish, and it focused on the Super Meat Boy team. Edward McMillan and the other guy, I forget his name, Edmund McMillan. Anyway.
Is there a setting to like fire the people who made the UI for Visual Studio?
F-I-R-E-D, fired.
I wonder what this is for.
Hey,
what game this was for.
I'm trying to do work here, you piece of shit.
Let me type. Dude, what? How? It did it again. It deleted Adam's match. You didn't want that. You didn't want that. We're just gonna delete it. You didn't want that. No! Ah! What am I doing?
Oh, Sucker Bond.
Bam.
Oh, it's optimized way not available.
They didn't frickin' do it. God, I hate this program. I went up here, I clicked to type after the bracket.
Suckerban based game.
After that does random shit.
Jai.
Dude, I gotta write an operating system.
Ah, okay. Yeah, the file format is Jai.
Why am I paying thousands of dollars for this program?
Some of it there is another. There's actually, I think there was 2 projects. Because there was a second project here that's just in C++. Oh no, there's also Jai there. Okay, so it must be a cross between C++ and Jai. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's unrelated. Also, wait, no, is he? Never mind. Let's move on.
Paying thousands of dollars for this program.
Wait, he's paying for Visual Studio? Oh, hey Tiana. It's catching on some lost sleep this week. That's all good. That's all good. I'm doing good, Tiana. I'm doing good. It's a compiler. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, cool. Anyway, funny t-shirts. Quote unquote funny t-shirts. 90s PC nonsense. Oh, no. Eh. Okay.
What? Can it be cured? Addiction. Addiction. Can it be cured?
The
Misery.
hell?
What are these sports things? These are terrible. World peace. It could happen. Designer label. Ribbit.
This guy.
What kind?
I'm assuming that the timestamp was intentional.
9PC. Oh, these are perfect. I want all of these shirts. So many felonies, so little time. Like, what is this? This whole CD is full of so many confusing things. Oh. It's like the very worst type of t-shirts that you would see at a mall kiosk or something. Like, yeah, look at this.
If you use it for commercial stuff, you have to pay for it. Oh, I did not know that, Maddie. Really? I almost don't believe it. Because I thought they made it open. They released it so that it was free to use for anyone. I suppose, yeah. I guess a studio like his would probably have to pay. That's interesting to know. Because I was going to say, if he was using like some of the plugin stuff, like the plugin thing I was mentioning my brother uses for his development stuff, they have to pay for that. It's like, but it's not too expensive, I don't think. It's only like something like $20 to $50 a month. But that, I mean, that's expensive for someone like me. It's not expensive if you do that for a living.
This bud's for you. Again, mall kiosk stuff. With those
God,
things
it's been so long since I've seen a monitor like this, like in real life. That's weird. That's a throwback. I was a small child using a computer like that. Video was OPG Champ. So this is something that Jonas submitted? I wouldn't say increased torque. The way I would see it, immediately my mind says... you should have you should have these size wheels, but have the ones with the bits sticking out. Oh, that works. Oh, never mind, doesn't. Yeah, tire grip. That's that thing I was thinking of. Need the big wheels, but with better grip. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why we're watching this. Anyway, a start of something new. Symphonic Skies, a purely orchestral album. I'll listen to the first piece. For now. And we'll... Oh, once again, I subscribe to Indigo. I've seen some of his stuff. I'm certain, like I'm 100% that Indigo's stuff is copyright claimed, so I'm not gonna watch it. Oh, sponsor? Another type of fizzy water. I usually have LaCroix, but this is like a New Zealand brand equivalent. And I should, once again, if I'm not mentioning the brand, I'm not sponsored by LaCroix. I should always mention that. we make the joke, we make the sponsor joke, but I should make it clear. Anyway. Oh, you had LaCroix the other day? How'd you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it, I should say? Because I was going to say, I know some people... There's the joke that, like, if you have lemon LaCroix, for instance, there's the joke that there was a lemon in the room when they were making the sparkling water. That's what the flavor is like. There was a lemon in the room. They made that. That's how they got the lemon flavor. Yeah, it's very much just like, it's fizzy water. It's just sparkling water, but they have like there's the slightest taste of whatever flavor. Personally, my favorites for LaCroix are we don't get lemon LaCroix for whatever reason here, but we have lime, and I quite like passion fruit. I despise the peach pear one. Peach pear is awful, and I'm not a huge fan of berry either. Anyway, I should. I only listened to a little bit of it, but Orangey's not here. If Orangey's here later, I'll listen to more of it. Speedrunner simply caught cheating in Minecraft speedrun.
I caught a cheater red-handed. I will say that the contents of this video might be hard to watch if you're under the age of 15. The biggest joke here is how he thought he could get away with it. If you're not familiar with Minecraft speedrunning, you are at the very least sick of hearing about Dream.
Timer? No worries.
If you didn't catch that, some very observant viewers in the chat had noticed that the timer wasn't running, an integral part to speedrunning.
Alright, I'm starting the timer, fine. I just wanted a little head start. I didn't think you guys would notice.
Well, no, that's...
You idiot!
I was gonna say, straight off the bat, he's cheated. He has to start again. You can't just like, get a head start for a speed run, unless he's not planning to submit it. Unless he's just doing it for his own purposes. Me to tell you if you could not react to his stuff yet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, as you said, not watching it yet. Also made with real fruit and no added sugar, which is good. Yeah, that's just it. I mainly have it because there's no sugar in it. LaCroix also has, like, no salts, no, like, sodium or anything. This one has some slight salts in it, which is, like, supposedly not as good. But, this, I just wanted, these somehow are more satisfying to me than the regular LaCroix. So I enjoy having these every now and then as well. Anyway, yeah, if he's not submitting his speedrun to the speedrun, like, official speedrun boards, then it doesn't matter. But if he's planning to do the speedrun, like, for official things, then he can't just, like, not start the timer.
That's an admission of guilt. By the way, look at the frame he starts his timer on. By doing a little bit of math, we can see there are 1 billion people playing Minecraft every day. If we take the possible number of frames being played and look at the likelihood that the timer would start exactly here, you can see the evidence is pretty damning. Now, I don't like to accuse people over nothing, so I let him know that I'm about to do my research.
I'm making a review video about this cheating. Good luck, man. Thanks. I covered my tracks well. You ain't finding shit.
In true Simply fashion, he completely ignores me, but I know that he read it because you can see the fear on his face when I accuse him.
Shoutouts to Simple Flips, LOL.
He tries to win me over with this shit so that I'll end the video sooner, and it works, dealing 1,500 damage directly to me, sending me immediately to the shower.
Alright. well then. Oh dear. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, Josh, that was one of your submissions. That video was very, very interesting. I love Simple Flips. I don't know. Is this Simple Flips? I don't know Simple Flips. I don't know. What's their deal? Are they serious, or are they mostly just taking the piss? Crosspost by Matty, where you can do it. You can watch it. Mostly a joke video. Okay. That makes a lot more sense, because like sometimes I'm pretty gullible and I assume that it's real. Assume that what I'm watching is real. This is Cringetopia. Oh, 97% cringe, 3% meta. Okay, wait.
By unanimous consent, Josh, you will be going into the nerd off.
Nerd off.
The least intelligent member of my team is Josh. He has similar gamer skills to me, but he doesn't have the entire rest of cornucopia of information I have.
I think they know who the hardest working player in this team is.
We chose Josh because he had the lesser science background. Now, it's just time to sit back and watch the entertainment.
Josh, as much as I like you, and by the way, so subscribing to you, but you are a redundancy in our programming because I know every Pokemon you know, plus.
Can I get some popcorn?
I have an IQ of 146. I can absorb the world as I see it. I did everything. They just completed my vision.
Katie, what do you think?
I'm really, really glad I'm on this team. I love you guys. Oh my.
That guy sucks.
I want to take the shirt off now and burn it.
What a way to... That's your classic, like, What a way to immediately ruin the, like, team spirit. It's so bad. There are people like that exist. Oh my god. Anyway, song. Well, this is a song. Wait. Let's just briefly... It's a Soda Poppin'. It's another YouTuber that I've heard the name of, but I don't know anything about. Sody or so. Well then, oh, that video, that last video, I think got me claimed. Thanks, Betty. I have a content warning showing up. Usually it shows up a little late, you know. Try to watch the whole episode of that. I couldn't handle that. I hate those live action. I hate those what the freaking hell are they called? I hate trash TV as it stands. With supposed like real people doing stuff like that. Demo find spy persona. Yeah, I don't think I can handle an entire episode. Oh, pardon me. Not sorry for this video. Okay. Dear.
Spy, what is this drawing? That's not mine. It was in your locker. I didn't draw it. Spy. Someone put it in there. Listen, I don't draw stuff like that. You drew it, you bloody liar. You signed it. Did I sign it? Spy, why did you draw yourself as a buff, two-legged wolf person? That's my persona. You're what? His name is Dutch. He's my first. What the is a persona? I roleplay as a soft shy wolf on Twitter. You act like a dog on the internet. Dutch is a wolf, but yes. Oh, whatever. I just like to be cute. Cute? Yes. You just like to be cute? Yes. Do you think I don't notice the fat bulge in his pants? Woo. What the was that? What did you say?
Why? Why does that exist? Why would Spy have a persona? Spy is like a suave ladies' man. He would never have a persona. Anyway, the mission to save Nintendo's lost Flash game. I'm just gonna move on from that. 15 AI is a gift to humanity. That like speech copier, is that AI that you just submit all sorts of dialogue to, and it like mimics the speech. I'm assuming that's what that is. Mission in Snowdrift Land. This is a 38-minute video. It's cat dog. Nintendo's Forgotten Flash game.
This is Chubby Snow. You probably don't recognize him, but this adorable little guy holds a special place in my heart as one of my favorite pieces of obscure Nintendo history. Now, if you don't remember Chubby, that's okay, almost nobody does. Even among die-hard Nintendo fans, Chubby is not well known at all, in part because Chubby and the game he starred in were actually designed to be forgotten.
I want just the cliff notes.
For Mission in Snowdrift Land, the game was structured exactly like an advent calendar. Beginning with the game's launch on December 1st, a new door would open up every single day on missioninSnowdriftland.com, and behind each door would be a brand new level to play.
It's a bit like the that advent calendar that they did for us on Steam, except I imagine that, yeah, this has got gameplay in it. Anyway, we won't watch the whole thing because it's a 38-minute video. If you want to watch the rest of it, go to Nick Robinson's channel. Anyway, Rocket. This is Rocket Launcher Deep Rock Galactic. Oh.
RGD launcher. This is a quite curious...
Wait, did he say RGD?
RGD launcher.
He did.
This is a quite curious piece of cut equipment which would have ever...
It's just like cold open, immediate. Anyway.
Evidently had the rocket jumping functionality. Over time...
Wait, Rorius game calendar win. That'd be cool. If someone did like a cool piece of fan art for the channel, with like a bunch of different game stuff, I could probably do something like that. You should have tried some of the Steam Festival demos. Wait, was that thing that was recent? There was a thing about like upcoming games. I saw it, but I only saw it just like I saw it once 2 days ago. Something like that.
Time I was able to see so many cut things in game, but this one has seemingly evaded me. Sure, it was recycled for a grenade launcher overclock, but that's not what I'm looking for here.
Oh,
I want the original travel really great distances launcher. What's this? Rope gun? Who cares? Perhaps going back to an old version will weld something. That's usually the pattern of these at least. Wait, I think we went back a little too far. Is this the first closed alpha release? And is this the...
What the heck is this?
Wow. This thing is huge. I desperately try to find the model of this weapon since it's so large it seems like we can only get to see a small part of it. Only to later find out it's actually a cleverly rotated and resized giant grenade launcher. Figures. Oh right, let's fire this metal tube already. Damn. And just like that, this clunky thing emits explosive green fireballs. The weird mix of loud dated sound effects and the ability to rapidly output large explosions makes it feel so powerful. And as you might have guessed, it really is a glyphid slaughtering machine. Although the explosion radius isn't as huge as it seems, and it sucks against brood nexuses. Also, due to its oversized nature, sprinting with this thing will block most of your screen. I should probably throw this out there before the devs get flooded or something.
I was gonna say, it's probably for the best that it became a grenade launcher and not rocket launcher.
Disclaimer, this weapon is made during pre-alpha for testing out what works and what doesn't as base weapons for each class.
Yeah. Oh, is there anything? I imagine that's probably all that we need to see, right? We don't need to see the rest of the video. If you want to watch the rest of the video, DRG Historian. Alright. Roblox just did a huge update.
Minutes later.
We're here at the tech demo game. This is on max 10 graphics settings because my computer can actually handle this while recording, and I am just pretty taken aback, quite honestly. This is some crazy stuff for Roblox. Like, look at the butterflies.
10 minutes?
Like,
okay.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. This is so much detail. This video also serves as a purpose to go through this tech demo if some of you guys have really bad computers and just want to see the experience on full graphics. But like, look at this running water with all of this waterfall animation. It's so clear. I mean, the fish are kind of like, they could use a little bit of better days, but you know, sometimes the fish just don't want to work and sometimes the fish just do want to work.
Wait, what's this? Is it just like the upgrade in textures and
stuff?
Stuff?
Decides
I'm
what
assuming
it wants
that's
to do on its own. Am hot? Yes, these are just the type of wonderful discussions we have on a high quality robot.
If you posted a regular thing other than that, I already listened to like the first minute or so of your song, RNG. Yeah. You did. I didn't see like Tiana messaged me after I'd already done that, or I didn't see Tiana's message until after I'd already done that. Okay.
Box tech demo. There's all sorts of bugs too, like these little fireflies, or are they? I don't know what that
Dragonflies.
is. As you can tell, I don't really go outside that much, so all of these creatures are brand new to me. Like, it's so weird to think about, like, just looking at everything. This high quality
probably
fire.
saw the blanket
does
image.
The fire kill you? Okay, apparently we're gods in this game. It's so crazy to think about, like, how far Roblox has come.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is just like it was just like a graphical upgrade. So it was able to handle more stuff. What is this? This is a Hermitcraft 7.
And it was at that moment that I saw it. What on earth is this thing? What on earth is this thing? Where is this come?
I would love to, if we end up doing it like a Rorius SMP thing, I would love to have that mod that, is it called Create mod? On the server, so that it just, you have like all those crazy freaking building things like rotating blocks and shit. Oh, welcome back, Tofu.
From? When did it arrive? I don't understand. I've been playing on the Hermitcraft server all day long. I've pretty much been the only person online. Karalis has popped in occasionally, but I don't think he's been on enough to actually construct this thing. And
oh, welcome back, Dominic.
More importantly, I've been shopping at the barge. I've been in and out of this shopping district and obviously going to and from my base. I would have seen this being constructed. This is very strange. This is very odd. I don't really know what to say about this. But that doesn't actually explain anything. I'm gonna have to go to sleep on this one. I'm gonna have to compile a few thoughts. I really don't know what to say about this one. I mean, it looks like it's come from outer space and just crash landed in the middle of the shopping district.
Oh,
this is bizarre.
Yeah, That might be what the intention is that it's, yeah. It's like something that's fallen from the sky and like crashed in, and that's why there's all those fires all around it and shit, yeah. Anyway, 2B2T, deleting your Minecraft account.
Minecraft has many mobs which can be tamed. There's
This is
the
by
horse,
Baron Dome.
donkey, mule, llama, wolf, ocelot, and parrot. Once tamed, some of these mobs can be ridden, while others act as companions, either providing security or company. If you're playing in single player, you can run a command and see some interesting information about a tamed mob. The /entity data command can show you information like the mob's health,
It's true.
its color,
It's true, Maddie. That's a
speed,
good point.
and mainly the mob owner tag. The mob owner tag is where the UUID, or the universally unique identifier, of the player who tamed the mob is located. While this isn't needed so much for rideable mobs, for wolves, ocelots, and parrots it's especially important. You see, these mobs, only their owner can get these mobs to sit, stand, or follow their owners around.
Right.
I play on 2b2t.org. It's an anarchy server with its map of over 10 years old. And while I play on there, I use modded Minecraft clients, which give me extra abilities not usually afforded to regular Minecraft players. Some people would call these hacked clients. Now, one of these abilities of my modded client is the ability to see who the owner of a tamed mob is. I do a lot of traveling around on 2b2t. During those travels, I occasionally run into tamed mobs. And using my modded client, I can see who their owner is. I take a screenshot of that mob and I add it to my picture collection on my Discord so all my members can see them. Sometimes I run into very rare mobs, like that tamed horse that had no owner. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link in the video description below. Other times, I find mobs owned by famous YouTubers like FitMC, who I tweeted this photo to, but he hasn't responded because he doesn't acknowledge my existence, and he really should because I left him something special in that donkey's etchel. Anyway, after I made that video about the ownerless horse, one of my Discord members, 4Pilot, sent me an interesting screenshot of a tamed mob displaying just its UUID with no owner name. Also interesting was that UUID wasn't for a valid Minecraft account. The only explanation we could think of was that it was from a deleted Minecraft account. You're probably saying, I didn't think Minecraft accounts could get deleted. Well, yes, they can. Mojang actually has done it several times for account names that were, let's say, highly inappropriate. But did you know that you can also request to have your Minecraft account deleted? So I wanted to test this and see what a tamed mob would look like after the account that tamed it was deleted. Would I get the same results as 4Pilot's picture? So I bought a brand new Minecraft Java account, and then I bought Priority Queue for 2b2t. After getting the account out of spawn and gearing it up for one of my stashes, I proceeded to travel. While traveling, as I came upon a tameable mob, I would tame it, all the while taking a note of each and every mob I tamed with this account. Then, I went to this specific website and requested to have the account deleted. Mojang told me it would take 30 days. I check online and I see that the account no longer exists. I also verified through namemc.com, and from their perspective, no account has ever owned this particular account name. I then used my main Baron Dome account and logged into 2b2t, and I went to go check out some of these tamed mobs. Activating my modded client, no account name displays, just the UUID of the deleted account. Effectively meaning that these mobs are ownerless. And for the wolves, this is especially sad since they're gonna sit there forever, never knowing the love of their owner. In case you're wondering why I'm keeping this account name secret, it's not because I'm worried that someone will create a new account with that name and they'll own all these tameable mobs. UUIDs are different for every account, even if you take the same name as a previously deleted account. Mainly, it's because I've signed several books with that particular account name, meaning they are very unique books now and they are signed by an account that no longer exists.
Right.
Now, for regular Minecraft players, this may never affect you, as I doubt you'll ever want to delete your own Minecraft account.
Yeah, anyway, I think that's all we need to see. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I thought those like modded clients, those like ones where you could see shit like that, I thought they were bannable in some, maybe it's only some servers, maybe 2b2t doesn't care about that. Anyway, Jack sucks at life is sad dream.
I've always thought that YouTubers should get more say in Rewind, which is why I called hundreds of YouTubers and asked them what they think should be in Rewind.
Wait, am I reacting to someone reacting to something? That one's funny. They changed the account with the name Mojang Sucks Dicks, and no, we don't. Nice.
YouTube Rewind. What do I
Wilbur's that, Wilbur! Does anyone remember when Wilbur edited my videos, guys? That used to be a thing. Now he's got double my subs. Anyway, Minecraft. This year was a big... Was that Dream? Guys. Does anyone remember when Dream used to watch my YouTube videos? Now he's got 15 times my sub count.
That's gonna happen to me. Some of you guys, like, gaining subs rapidly. Some of you guys are gonna be like right past me. Anyway, move on. I feel bad like reacting to something where someone's I don't know why, but the multiple reactception thing concerns me. Anyway, how to prevent bike theft using electronic warfare countermeasures. Oh, we saw a similar video, didn't we?
This is your bicycle, but it won't be for much longer, because it's about to be stolen.
We saw the trolley
But
thing.
how you think I locked it using only the most secure bike locks money can
No
buy?
rules that you're meant to use.
You have
Oh,
already
okay,
answered
I
your
see.
own question.
I see, okay. I
Gone
didn't
are
know
the
that
days
about
of bolt
2B2BA,
cutters,
actually.
detached front wheels, and lock pickers. Those are antiquated bike theft technologies that are relics of a past era. On the streets, you won't hear bike thieves saying click out of 1, click out of 2, 3 is binding, nothing on 4. Instead, you will see that bike thieves are using the latest developments in electronic warfare to detect, identify, locate, and intercept your bicycle. Today, we will show you how to protect your bicycle from theft by using the latest electronic countermeasure systems to reduce the effectiveness of and repel attempts by bike thieves to intercept your bicycle. In recent
If you like
years,
slurs in
bike
chat,
thieves
join
have begun to
2B2B.
research and
I see.
understand the principles of stealth technology, and have therefore developed methods, such as reduction of their radar cross-sections and electronic countermeasures, to avoid detection by conventional methods. With such sophisticated technologies, bike thieves are able to steal your
welcome back,
bicycle
RNG.
undetected. We will counter this threat by mounting a long-range tracking radar to preemptively detect any bike thieves that may approach your bicycle, allowing you to respond accordingly to any threats of theft. The tracking radar will measure the target's range, altitude, and azimuth, allowing you to effectively locate and predict the bike thief's next move and intercept any attempts to steal your bicycle. Our bicycle is now capable of long-range surveillance and detection of bike thieves. However, this is not enough. In the case of nighttime operations, during which most bike thefts are executed, vision is severely limited, making your ill-equipped bicycle an easy and vulnerable target. The advanced research and development programs of bike thieves have already devised solutions to this, leaving your bicycle an outdated relic of the past. We will solve this problem by mounting optical equipment carrying an optoelectronic night vision device and infrared illuminator headlamp, allowing for the detection and interception of bike thieves that may normally be hidden by weather and time conditions. Now you have turned night into day, allowing you to wreak havoc on any scum who dares venture near your prized two-wheeled possession. We can now effectively detect, locate, and counter bike thieves before they strike. However, do not fall for the illusion of safety given by the mere capability of sight. As bike theft technology advances, we must accordingly adapt and overcome. For example, many people find themselves the victim of anti-tank guided missiles shot at their bicycle. To counter this threat, we can mount this one electro-optical passive countermeasure system to defend against such guided projectiles. The system interferes with the laser rangefinders of oncoming anti-tank guided missiles by using infrared dazzlers to emit pulsed infrared jamming when an ATGM has been detected, disrupting the trajectory of the missile. Our bicycle is now protected against a variety of threats. We will now place our improved bicycle in an everyday situation to demonstrate the benefits of retrofitting your bicycle to accommodate such technologies.
This guy's videos are great. Bosnian Ape Society. We saw some of his other ones where he's like it was like a shopping cart, shopping trolley. Yeah, having like like rockets attached to the trolley and shit. Yeah. SpongeBob Conspiracy, the television theory. Oh.
The show SpongeBob SquarePants
Alex
is
Bale.
not what you think it is. There is a secret group of
Oh, this is 18 minutes long. I can't watch the whole thing.
puppet masters who are always watching the citizens of Bikini Bottom and pulling the strings. Hidden within Bikini Bottom are spies that keep an eye on the characters and make sure everything goes to plan. This is a
Barring an
conspiracy that
anti-tank
will
missile
fundamentally change
at a
the way
bike
you look at
is
the
so
show
excited on
SpongeBob
GTA.
SquarePants. And I believe it's all actually
Online.
intended by the creators. And I'm gonna prove it. This is the television theory.
What's this about? Everything you know about the SpongeBob SquarePants will change. Wait. Cat talks a minute. This video is 18 minutes. I feel bad. I shouldn't watch it. If you want to watch it, go watch the thing there. Anyway. Also, this guy. It's Flamingo, right? Yeah. Roblox celebrity games. If there's a timestamp on this, I'll watch. No, there's no timestamp. I'm just gonna move on. This place need more cat videos. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Tiana. Cat on memory foam. It's like, what am I doing to it? This is what's happening. The footprints are disappearing. That's really adorable. Can we just ban Flamingo? Yeah, I mean, I would say that. There might be something funny, though. Like, if it's timestamped, I'll watch the timestamp. But if it's not timestamped, I'm just going to pass it by. Sorry, Mr. Caddis, but it's... I'm not that into Flamingo and his content. But if you have a timestamp on a video, like, because you want to show me something specific from the video, then I'll watch it. Yes. The music of Deep Rock Galactic. I won't watch all this, but this is
Hi, everyone.
SNES.
Rock the Knee Stone Tano here. There are a handful of things in Deep Rock that I'd say just don't get enough praise.
That's right. I think the first time we watched this channel, SNES had less subscribers than me. They now have more subscribers than me. There we go. I was gonna say, because I remember I was like, "Whoa, they only had like 1,000 subscribers or something," and I was like, "Whoa, they should have way more. Their videos are really good quality." So yeah, I'm glad to see that they're growing fast.
And one of those things just so happens to be the music. Deep Rock Galactic's soundtrack sits at about 2.5 hours of music, and that is a lot of music. That's like a Chris Brown album amount of music. Made up of 2 volumes, the Deep Rock soundtrack has a consistent style that it deviates from just enough to make each track compelling and memorable, which is something I can't say about a Chris Brown album. This is my video on the music of DRG,
I don't know Chris Brown's
how it
music.
came to be, and some of the highlights in the track list for me.
For unsaturated games, get a lot of video views and subs. Yeah, that's exactly. It's like not very many people do videos on Deep Rock Galactic, so video essay format is.
We'll start from the beginning.
That's an excellent
In early
choice.
2016, Ghost Ship Games was just a team of 6, and none of them were really feeling they would be able to create a soundtrack. Luckily, the news of this newly formed company spread to Sophus Alf Eirbeck Larsen, who is the nephew of DRG's game director, Mikkel. From a young age, Sophus had already been trying to convince Mikkel to get him a job making a soundtrack for a video game.
And when I was, like, especially when I was a teenager, I'd always been bugging him, you know, at the family dinners or something like that, birthdays, you know, get me a job because I love the gaming world and such. And he's always been like, I can't do that, you know?
Yeah.
And it always bugged me. And then when he told me about the next project they were doing, I just figured I'll just make some music for it and then I'll just show him. And then he'll have to say yes, because it's gonna be awesome, you know?
After making some songs and showing them to Mikkel, Sophus convinced him and the team at Ghost Ship Games that he was the right choice to compose the soundtrack.
He was.
With Sophus on board, he was told to go in a
Great
80s
stuff.
synthwave direction.
Yeah.
Stuff like Terminator, the works of John Carpenter, like stuff from Prince of Darkness, and Dracula 2000. One track that convinced them that this was the style of music they wanted to go for was the main theme from the 1982 film The Thing.
Rory, subject, prepare for final sentencing. Eh?
With the music from The Thing in mind, Sophis returned
Yeah,
to the
DRG,
team with Into the Abyss,
has
which is the
amazing
first
soundtrack.
song on Volume 1 of the soundtrack.
Yeah. It's a funny thing because I've seen the movie The Thing, but I didn't make a connection between them.
After this track, they thought it would be a good idea to work on more upbeat music to play during swarms. And this is where the first swarm song comes in, Attack of the Glyphids.
Just the name Glyphid. I wonder if they called it the Glyphids because there's the
rest
is it
of
the
Volume 1
Triffids?
sticks to these
Triffids
synth-heavy
are
and dark sci-fi roots that
are an
inspired the
old
first two tracks
sci-fi,
they've made. Throughout the runtime, it seems they tried to
alien
follow
thing.
two rules. One, the soundtrack should stay consistent to this synthwave style. Two, they
Oh.
should also feel
Thank you,
unique in
Core.
their own way
Thank you
while
for the
sticking to this
€5.
style. Volume 1 contains 22
Attention.
songs with a total
Civil
runtime of
protection
101 minutes.
Failure to capture
There's a
Rory
huge
will
amount of
result
music
in
here, and it's all
impermanent
pretty great.
off-world assignment.
One track that comes to mind first for me is Fathomless Tomb. Throughout the runtime, this song evolves quite a bit. They use this single note in the beginning to kind of emulate the sound of a sonar. This is in an attempt to make you feel like you're somewhere very deep and dark. While I find this use of sound really cool, my favorite portion of this track starts about 3.5 minutes into the
There
song.
it is.
I just love how this portion sounds. I would describe it as like ethereal and atmospheric.
Now, when I think of Deep Rock Galactic music, the thing that I always think of is I immediately think of the first time I did a return to the drop pod bit. That the theme that plays when you return to the drop pod, at least the original theme that plays when you return to the drop pod after a dig. Yeah, he'll get to it. I assumed he would. That's
On the topic
such a
of
good
songs
piece.
that are atmospheric, we have The Descent. It creates an amazing atmosphere with some inspiration from The Cure's song A Forest.
GDI or Nod?
I'd say the best part
In terms of like play style, Nod. But I mean, I'm a good guy. I'm GDI. But in terms of play style, the team that I do better with is Nod.
of this track is the last third of it, which sucks, because it's on loading screens, so you never really hear this last part. It ends with this echoey, reverby, almost dystopian synth melody that sounds so nice with the bass behind it.
Peace through power.
This one is peak 80s synthwave. While I love both of these songs, I don't think any track on Volume 1 can beat Robot Getaway. I love the build-up and the lead synth of this track so much, it always gets stuck in my head. To me, this is like
this it?
the deep rock song.
Yeah. It's so good. The first time I heard this, and I was like running with Molly through the caves, fighting, like
Also,
shooting,
Sophis said this was
shooting
one of his
aliens.
favorite songs he made.
Robot Getaway actually is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I remember making it. I was sitting in. I just listened to some hip hop or something, and then I just decided I would like something that really kicked.
There are many other
Yeah.
great songs in the track list, and I really recommend giving them a
Silence,
listen
GDI
outside
dog.
of the context of the game. Also, the track Principle of Darkness being a fun word play on Prince of Darkness is pretty fun and clever. I do like that. Before 1.0 launched, I was pretty content with the music that was already in the game. I hadn't really thought of them adding more music until it was set on the roadmap. So when I saw it was on the roadmap, I basically thought,
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll watch the whole thing. Like immediately when I saw that it was this kind of video, I like these kind of videos. It's a little long, but I'm just gonna watch the whole thing.
That's an odd thing to update, but I'm interested. And 5 days
when I hear
before the release of...
When I hear that there's a game like this that has an expanded soundtrack, that's like ooh, cool. Because I love having new music to play alongside that kind of stuff.
1.0, they teased some of the new music, and one of the songs they teased was this.
That's right. I think that you showed me this, Maddie. In fact, I might have even reacted to this song in a reaction stream.
Listen, I really love Volume 1 of this soundtrack, but Volume 2 is on a whole nother level. I think this mostly has to do with the focus on making things have more variety. We'll start things off with track 1, Welcome the Darkness. This song is like a dwarven spy theme inspired by Mission Impossible, and it's great. I feel like I'm going on a dwarven bank heist in space. And then right after this track we have A Distant Terror, which was created to play during Mactera swarms. But they eventually dropped this idea of exclusive songs.
Right.
This track is really catchy and also kinda scary. There's like a heartbeat-like rhythm that builds up to the lead synth, and it's seriously one of the best parts of the whole soundtrack.
The Command & Conquer soundtrack. Which one? I love. I love the Red Alert soundtrack.
Like the best score for your worst nightmare. On the topic of exclusive songs, there's also Absolute Zero. This track was going to be exclusive to the biome Glacial Strata. The soundscape this song has
GTA 5-ish?
perfectly fits that too. They put in layers of bright chime-like pads that sound like they're sparkling and glimmering, along with this darker synth melody. It makes this perfect fit for Glacial Strata. It kind of sounds like something in Blade Runner.
I like this picture. It's a reference. At least I think it's a reference. Looks like a reference to many things, but the thing I think of is Tron. Tiberium series, the first one. Forgot. Oh, you mean Tiberian Dawn or Sun?
One track I can't skip over is Dance of the Dreadnought. Inspired by Queens of the Stone Age, which is absolutely fantastic.
Tiberian Dawn was just called
this song
Command
is
&
a
Conquer.
riff-oriented and punchy rock track with some harmonica thrown in the mix.
Yeah. Just know we were set up, and welcome to Los Santos. Yeah, in terms of GTA, I don't really know much of GTA 5's music. I know the earlier games' music.
From a glance, I could see how someone would think this song is kind of out of
Right.
place.
Makes
but
sense,
once you have
RG.
it in the context of the game, I think it fits it pretty
Distance
well.
of the Dreadnought.
On Volume 2, I think my favorite
Oh,
extraction
King
song
Knuckles.
has to be Follow Molly.
How you doing?
It just kind of has the right feel for
8X.
like extractions.
Can you say hello to my friend
About 2 minutes into
Fixie
this song,
Hartman?
it builds
Hello,
into this
Fixie Hartman.
crazy robot-sounding
Hope you're having a
Daft
wonderful
Punk
day.
shit with like huge layers of dark, wobbly synths.
Does the online reuses the single player tracks? Yeah. Do online and stream. I've thought about it. I've never played GTA Online. Kind of sad they never released CNC4. Right. Well, they released other games that in the Tiberian
Like
line,
something
and they
from
were
the
never
highly
very good.
acclaimed
Really
Tron
sad.
Legacy, featuring a poorly rendered Jeff Bridges. Then we have a well-titled track, Run, which is also what I want to do when I see poorly rendered Jeff Bridges. The most prominent
say my
part
name.
of this
Yeah.
song is the spastic and in-your-face drums.
Ah, yes. I think I heard this the other day when we were playing it. If Rorius can, he will say hi. Yeah,
Inspired
exactly.
by music from The Prodigy, it continues to add to this list of great Swarm songs on Volume 2.
You can't run from that.
Lastly, we have Axes Out. This
EA's
is one of
attempts
the
at
more
CNC
lighthearted Swarm songs in the game,
are
and
even laughable.
apparently
Yeah,
went
yeah.
through quite
Aren't
a bit
even
of
laughable. They
changes
make me
because it
cry.
just felt a bit too goofy for the game.
I saw that flicker of Goofy. Wait, I feel like I heard this one the other day as well. I like it. It's got a different feel to it than the other stuff there.
In the end, I think it fits the game pretty well, and it has this catchy, bouncy synth lead.
I like the
that
bounciness
sounds like
of it.
something from the original Plants vs. Zombies to me.
I don't know what that means.
So I don't
Core.
really know what the
What did he just
overarching
say?
goal of this video is.
What did
I
8X just say?
Just kind of wanted to talk about the soundtrack and bring up my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And also I wanted to see what other people's favorite songs were and kind of talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, for me, my favorite is still what was it called? Like Robot Getaway. What was it called again? Yeah, Robot Getaway. That's still my favorite, but it's purely for that like this nostalgia of the like first time I ever played Deep Rock Galactic. And you know, there's all the ambience, all the like background music that's playing in the caves, and then there's the like battle music that plays whenever there's a swarm. But relatively, it's like peaceful and calm, and just like that it's like boom, boom in the background and stuff. And I'm just like mining and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. And I press a button, and then that frickin' Robot Getaway like starts building up and bang, and you're running and gunning, and it's just it's just that first time. Just fucking nailed it. I can't pronounce it properly. You just that's what it means. I just drank some beer. I see. Ich habe nur eine Bier getrunken. German is a language I've never studied. I don't know. I know almost nothing of German, so that's my terrible attempt. Plants vs Zombies, yay! Yeah, I love Plants vs Zombies. Yeah, go check out my stuff if you want. I did a series on Plants vs Zombies years ago. That is something he wouldn't do at 9 a.m. Yes. Accents always help. If you put on an accent, that's the tip I give to people. If you're trying to speak like Russian, if you've ever heard like a bad Russian accent, like someone doing a bad Russian accent speaking English, if you put that bad Russian accent on and then speak actual Russian, your lecturers, your teachers, whoever are teaching you it, play BBC Now. No, this is a reaction stream. Oh, I forgot to do it at the start. I just only remembered there's a secondary thing we do during reaction streams, and that is to talk about people who are members. Shout out to the new members, all the people who are in the Royal Maximilian membership category. We've got Chris with 8 months of Royal Maximilian, Tiana with 8 months of Royal Maximilian. We've got Jonas with 7 months of Royal Maximilian, Dominic, Core Gamer, with 4 months of Royal Maximilian, and we've got Josie with 2 months of Royal Maximilian. I appreciate that. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people who are at the Blessed by Rorius tier. Thank you all for being members. I really appreciate it. No, you say perfect German. Oh my god. Well, thank you. Even if you're lying, thank you. I appreciate it. I drink beer very, very rarely. I was gonna say every now and then. Yeah, no, it was a good video. I love the video essay stuff on like music and stuff in games, elements of game design. It's always
And
really.
how about this rectangle?
Oh, I just really enjoy it. What was I gonna say? Oh, thank you, Tiana. Free money. I appreciate it. Yeah. I even reminded it on the Discord. Members time, yeah. I need my rainbow badge. It's coming soon. I was trying to think of what I could do for, like, there's another tier of badge level above 1 year. It's like there's a 2-year badge, but I don't know. Oh, thank you. there it is. Appreciate it. I was gonna say I don't know what to do for the next tier, because like that's why originally I had like the 2 levels of bronze, but I thought it's too long. I thought 2 years is too long to get the rainbow badge. 1 year feels more like right for like the rainbow badge. But now I need to like I have a year to figure out what to do with how to get the rainbow the next level above rainbow badge. I'm gonna like find some way to make it like a sparkly rainbow badge or something, or like a double rainbow. Double rainbow all the way. Hey Rorius, I would join if I could, but sadly I have none monies. That's okay. That's fine. That's the thing. That's why I try not to have anything really locked behind that system, the membership system. You can't have emojis on YouTube unless you have membership system, so that's like an obvious one that's like, alright, well I'll add emojis. That's like something that you get for being a member. But then like I didn't want to make those barriers super big, and I didn't want to like hide content behind that stuff, so that's why I don't have a hell of a lot in that system. Mainly, you know, all because I don't want to monetarily gate people from that stuff. I've thought about doing all sorts of things, monetarily gating a whole bunch of stuff, but I just don't want to do that. We talked about like, if you're a member of this tier, then you'll get, you know, you can add me as a friend on Steam or something. But there's so many times where it's like, oh, someone wants to join in. All right, you join in. Just add me on Steam, and we'll just sort this out. So like, it'd just be a barrier. I love that video, the dev team one. Yeah, I've seen the original. It has to be said, I've seen this, the bucket part. I'm going to assume I know what's going to happen here from knowing that.
This is a square. Can you guess which spot that goes in?
The square.
That's right. It goes in the square hole.
Yes. Okay.
And how about this rectangle? That one
Also the square.
that goes in there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up next, we've got this thin rectangle.
The thin rectangle.
Can you guess where that goes?
The thin rectangle.
That's right. It goes in the square hole. And up next, the cylinder.
The circle.
I think that goes in
The circle.
the square hole. Now, we've also got this semicircle right here. Do you see a slot that would fit
The semicircle.
Semicircle?
The semicircle.
That's right. It's the square hole. Okay. Up next, the triangle. We know what hole that goes into,
triangle.
right?
Triangle.
That's right. The square hole. And up next, we have the arch.
The arch.
You guessed it.
The arch.
It goes in the square hole.
She does that so well. Holy shit, she acted that so well. Holy shit. Yeah. I can feel the dev team video. Yeah, that's perfect. To be honest, Rory, if I didn't know what you were trying to say, I would not have understood you. Okay, good. I need honest feedback. Do you like Crystal or something? Oh, you're talking about Tiberium. Yeah. a Tiberium Rorius. Tiberium stuff is really cool. Tiberium anything's really cool. But Tiberium's dangerous and must be removed from the world. Deep fried badge. Oh, sorry, you said do like Crystal. Not do you like Crystal. Yeah, I guess I could do a Crystal thing. But I wanted the final one to be like the bright, colorful rainbow. Deep fried badge. It's Yana flexing. Yeah. Also, Rory, as I said before, but you didn't see, maybe, yeah, I might have missed it. Rory Smile today is sponsored by all that sweet, sweet cash he's making. No, it's sponsored by a non-sponsor. water. In this case, fizzy stuff. You feel that so much with ASM, the dev thing? Don't worry, that's all developers. Like, whenever you're making a thing, as I'm the guy putting the rectangles. I'm the guy putting the circle in the square hole. That's me. That's what I play. Like, whenever I play anyone's Portal mods, I'm like, solve the puzzle. And they're like, the developer's like, no, wait, you weren't supposed to solve it like that. And I'm like, because that's one of the things that I feel like with Portal Unity, we did a lot of that. I frequently tried to find alternate ways to solve my own puzzles because that's just the way I think. You know, the way I try and think about things is like, if you can solve it a different way that is easier or unintended, then you got to find ways to get around that. If you can't, if there is another way to solve it, but it's like equally as challenging or it's like clever, then I'll leave it in. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. So most people, when I've seen people solving my puzzles in Portal Unity, I've not really seen a hell of a lot of people like solve them in super unintended ways. Other than like your speedrunner types who like glitch the game out. And then it's like, well, I don't think I could have accounted for that. I feel that so much with myself. I guess I die. Wait, why are you dying, Tiana? I can teach you German. Someone has said that before, but I'm so bad. Like, I love learning. I love practice, like trying out languages, but I'm so bad at I've studied 4 different languages. Is it 4? Spanish, Russian, Japanese, and French. Yeah, I've studied 4 different languages at 4 separate times in my life, and I've never become fluent in any language. In fact, I don't remember most of them. Anyway, horse. What the hell is this?
Fresh air. Yeah, I don't.
This is the weirdest game ever made. Captain Sauce.
I'm sorry. Why did a big toe in overalls just come over and start talking to me? No wonder we're having a hard time. Look! Alright, seeing as I'm here, that's him there! I mean, I knew it was coming. You guys knew it was coming, but it's just not something you're ever gonna get used to seeing. Sparkle. Oh my god, he's really hot? No, he's a monster.
He's a
Nice
monster.
features, right? His name's Yuma.
Yeah, it's too, like, I can't handle that. Why is it the thumbnail? I thought the can was a bottle of deodorant. Nope, it's just a really thin can. I'm also sponsored by Invisiwater. Invisiwater. Consume the deodorant. Oh, dear. You don't drink deodorant? Shake my head. Spray it directly into my mouth. Ugh. That's tasty. Deodorant is delicious. Isn't that toxic? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Only the first few times. Become the air. Alright. What happens when you put your CPU in the wrong way? Featuring hammer. Oh no. If you're having to hammer your CPU to get it in, you put it the wrong way? Your CPU has like 1,000,000 pins. I have funny story about my CPU. My old CPU. Is it what? No, my new CPU. My current CPU that still works and is still pretty good. User plays. Oh, Rorius is streaming. Hi. Hey. How you doing? I was gonna say how you doing, user place, but that sounds like too much like a username. I feel like I need an actual name. But how are you doing, nonetheless? I hope you're having a good day. General Kenobi. Good. Oh, good to hear. I was gonna say, funny story about my CPU. I dropped my CPU on the floor, like, while making it. putting my PC together, and pins on the far end of the very edge of the CPU bent inwards. And I was like fucking panicking because this is a brand new CPU I'd spent hundreds of dollars on. And so I very delicately got like a piece of paper and like slid it in between the fine pins and the bent pins, and like jimmied them back in the upright position, just one by one, like bent them just ever so slightly back into regular position. It was very delicate work, and then I just like slotted it in, and it slotted in perfectly, and it's run perfectly fine. I've had no trouble with my CPU at all. So you can do a little bit of damage to your CPU, but hammering it in the wrong way, all the pins will be misaligned, and they're just fucking pinned. And then it exploded. The end. I still use that CPU. I've used it for like 2 years now. It's still really good. I might be able to learn from this. Yeah. CPU building is. I'm sorry. Computer building. Is actually really fun.
What
I enjoy
happens
it.
when you put your CPU in the wrong way? Well, today we're going to find out, but we have to have a special guest appearance on this channel. We have to have the hammer, because this video,
like,
I'm
wow,
warning
that's a
you
lot of
right
damage.
now,
That's a
not
lot of
safe
damage.
for PC enthusiasts. So the first question I think we all have is, what happens when you put in the RAM the wrong way? Well, let's find out. So I've set it up so you guys get a nice view. Over here we have some RAM. Let's put it in the wrong way.
Well, you can't. Oh,
And let's see what
unless you
happens
force
when
it.
we get some
Yeah.
anger out from this last week. Actually, I can't be too angry. I got some of that, some stonks, boys. I think the best way to go for this is to hit this right on where the
RAM is like that little notch. It's really hard to see, but there's a tiny little notch in the line here. Lines. It's intentionally notched off to one side, so that it's impossible to insert it the opposite way round. He's just gonna break his motherboard. There's nothing. There's no more to say about that. He's just gonna break it. Chainsaw noises. Yeah.
keying is. So where the little indentation
Sponsored
is in the
by
RAM,
Hammer, yeah.
make sure that does not line up at all. Y'all think I've been joking up to this point. Y'all ready for this? I think we should.
How did that
maybe
even
rephrase this
slot-
to, how many things work when you turn it on? So I actually have decent RAM in here too. Like I actually have RAM also in here. That actually clicks into place. We're gonna see
the BIOS is gonna
if
beep.
it even works.
The hell
I'm
out of
curious
it.
what's gonna happen. Nice
It's not
screwdriver
gonna
with
work.
a rubber handle.
I'm amazed that nothing on the motherboard broke.
Well, it's doing something.
Motherboards are pretty
Not
delicate.
turning on anything on my screen though. So surprise, surprise. Let's see how bad this RAM is damaged. When was the last time you took out your RAM with the this end of the hammer? Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got.
I was gonna say it's probably
RAM. Well, the RAM looks fine.
it won't be fine,
This
but
is the socket over here.
I was gonna say the socket will have
you
a
want
huge
any RAM to
split.
fit? You just take a couple pumps with the hammer, and you'll be looking.
This is painful to watch. This is painful.
Quite
Yeah,
good. You
guys,
can
make
get
it
it
stop.
for you. Yeah. Next up, let's try the graphics card. Now, normally, actually, I need to take this this off as well. This is not.
Nothing's gonna work. I can't watch anymore. It's painful. Actually, wait. I'll watch the last bit when I'm assuming he hammers his CPU. Oh dear. I'm amazed that he doesn't fry anything.
Now, what happens when you force your CPU in? The CPU power cable's in. Actually, this may not be a good idea. Actually, when is anything good on a good idea on this channel? Well, what happens if you put your cables in the wrong way?
Wait. No, did you do the CPU?
Anytime a hammer gets near sensitive motherboard pins, you probably want to think twice about what you're doing. But for this case, this is my
Genuinely
channel,
upsetting.
and I have a strange addiction to doing things to computer parts. You probably tried, because. So I think the best way to go about this is one nice tap.
Okay, that just bounced. That did not go in. That is a destroyed chip.
Believe this or not, I literally did not damage a single pin on the motherboard.
What?
And now the CPU fits in the socket without a problem. Oh.
Okay. I can't watch anymore. Very strange addiction episode when, yeah. That's just genuinely so upsetting. Yeah, I used to have problems with my RAM as well, RNG. I used to have that same issue where it's like my BIOS would like be like, what's wrong with this? What's going on? And I had to change some settings, and then it worked fine. I haven't had a problem since. I'm so happy just lurking quietly. Yeah. And then that came along. This looks like it is removed. Minecraft's deadliest hack client. Yep. Okay. Anyway, scientists mukbang. Sorry for all my sniffing at the moment. My nose is being weird.
Greetings! Over here. Just look at that crab. Is anyone else getting hungry? I believe so. Why, just look.
That actually made me fucking gag. So you can put it in fucking spike first. Just made me gag. Remember when you played Punt Rebirth demo? Did I play the Rebirth? Oh, is that the one that's made by? Is it Punt Rebirth the one that's made by the guy who likes? It's by that guy who really likes Ratchet and Clank. Is it like the parody one? If so, yes, I do remember. Smacking that CPU booty.
Another crab. I can't take much more of this. Who is responsible for this shit?
For this shit. Well then. Yeah. When he stuck the fucking claw end of that head crab in his mouth, I just fucking lost it. Dar, dar, dar. Okay, what lies beyond this elevator? This is a screenshot that I have already seen. You showed it to me the other day. But I guess RG's using my platform to advertise again. Yeah. Well, yeah. This is a screenshot for Aperture Salt Mines, courtesy of RNG. Put him in timeout. That's all good. It's all good. Also, this one, I saw this one when I was scrolling down, by the way. This guy looks just like me. What the frick? It's okay, RG. It's okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just poking fun. Reminds me of eating real crab, or at least the tearing off limbs part. Right. I've never actually eaten a crab where you. Oh wait, have I? No, I've eaten crayfish like that. But I've never actually eaten crab with the like snapping and stuff like that of the limbs and stuff. It's I was sort of recently when I saw a video. There was a video trending on YouTube of like all of the ways you open up different crabs, the ways you like get the crab meat out of a crab, out of all these different like shellfish and crabs and stuff. And I was shooketh with how little meat a single crab has. Like a crab, a decent sized crab, like big boy crab. It's only like a ball of meat inside it, like a ball of like this size of meat inside it. It's really upsetting. Ben. Wasn't there music too? Yeah, we already listened to that, unfortunately. Yeah, he's a freaking clone. Who is this clone? Who is this imposter? The only reason I know it's not an imposter is not actually... The only reason I know it's not actually... I worked at a desk just like this desk. The only reason I know it's not me is that there's a picture of America on the wall. This desk and this phone with the like headset thing looks like identical to a desk I worked at before I started doing YouTube. Yeah. I hated that. I shouldn't say it out loud, but I fucking hated that. We hate it, so skipping it. Let's say an octopus. Oh, you ate octopus. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've had baby octopus, and I've had like calamari and other squid things. I want that blanket. It's a great blanket. It's a glorious blanket. All the Rorius IRL people need to see this. Yeah. Yeah. Among Us memes? Are there Among Us memes? I thought we only listened to it to like the first minute. That is true. I did say at the time when I first arrived at it, I was like, we'll just listen to this first track, and then we listened to the first like minute and a half of the track, and I was like, oh, RNG isn't here, so we'll move on. So my reaction has been tainted. Anyway, experiment. This looks like the cat is not going to enjoy this. Cat pranked by big cat mask. This is probably claimed. I've had videos like this claimed before. That's upsetting for not just the cat. I guess it's like, what is happening? How does your music move? Oh, he's moving. Oh, horrifying. Imagine being... Trying to imagine the cat's perspective. Furry. It's a furry. This is just it. This is really upset. The music's making it even more so upsetting. Yeah, the cat's doing the arching the back thing. Yeah, let's. I can't handle any more of this. I like the thumbnail though. The like startled cat face with the like shivers. Yeah. Don't like that either. Yeah, this is upsetting. The cat, yeah, the poor cat. First, it's a way higher quality than this. Well, it's just the head, right? Like the body is like this is like a onesie body, which I'm assuming is probably similar to a lot of fursuit bodies. But I wouldn't fucking know. I'm just freaking talking shit out my mouth, aren't I? I don't fucking know anything about that. You played Amorous, Topher? Well, I wanted the cat to attack. we'll come back to it later, RNG. We'll come back to it later in the stream. I can. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Wait, there's an ending. wait, I'll just skip to the end. No. Ah. Ah. Aw, it's a really wholesome. See, I only watched the start, so I didn't get the wholesome ending. It suddenly became really sweet at the end. Activate the YIF mode. The answer is no. Did you ever thought about using your iPad as a paperless planner? Yeah, the answer is no. And also, apparently Normal Human got asked, is r/Rorius about podcasts or streamers? Yes or no? Well, what kind of question is that? Yeah. Yeah. No, RNG, I know we're friends, but just the fact you come on here and then you like demand your stuff to be reacted to when you're here and only when you're here, and then immediately I don't want to set that precedent. I was gonna say you can go back in the stream and look at when I first watched the song, but I like to keep it going through in the order that I would have been here. Yeah, if you were here then we would have listened to the full piece and everything. And I'm sorry, dude. Ma'am, this is a museum. Please trust me, it's really good. Just wait. Okay.
Take me to art museums and make out with me. But they said not to touch the masterpieces. Well, somebody's gotta pin the artwork to the wall. This is Johnson. Those idiots are fucking in the East Wing again.
Those idiots. Actually, RG, what you should do, we'll be recording Raft on Monday. My Monday, your Sunday. Send it to me on the. Actually, I could listen to it while we're playing the game. How'd you like that? I could listen to your OST. OST. Listen to your movements, and I could even feature them in the episodes if you want. How about that? You're not gonna be here on Monday? I thought we discussed this. We changed it to Monday because people couldn't make it, and you said you were fine. Life hack that I learned along the way. Don't try to DM Rory. Why? Not it. Well, it's probably because Dan, you probably DM'd me on Discord. I'm very rarely on Discord. DM me on Twitter, man. That's how you get the responses. Drawing Naveen. First off, amazing animation. Second, it's hilarious. Third, I may or may not get some Mr. Oreo vibes from this. Oh.
And now we shall draw me,
I
the
see,
handsome,
I see.
charming Naveen, Prince of Maldonia. Do not forget the gorgeous eyes. That is not so gorgeous. Ah, much better. And now please the pearly white teeth. Neither pearly nor white. And the rest of me. You sicken me. Legs, please. They should be long and attractive. A little too attractive. Finally, this is one kissable frog. Abenaze.
Dang, that booty, though. Damn, boy. Damn, boy, you thick boy. Damn, everything. I see. So your headphones, you can't find your earphones or headphones, and therefore you can't. So yeah, you'll have like echo if you try and be. I see. I see. Oh, you don't have a Twitter, Dan? Yeah. See, I have Twitter on my phone, so I immediately see DMs on Twitter and stuff if I'm on my phone. Actually, that's another point I should mention is that often my phone isn't online, so it does still take me a while to respond on Twitter. But I actually see DMs on Twitter. Unfortunately, I have not actually been on Discord since last weekend. Yeah. Yeah. When we were playing multiplayer stuff. Sorry, I meant RNG, of course. Yes, yeah, I knew what you meant. It's because of the French accent. What it's like to have a pet pigeon. Did anyone say pigeon? Thinks you're playing. God damn it. Rory, sing Erica for us? I don't know what that is. This is Archimedes, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. The thing is they talk about a pet pigeon. I would almost... White pigeons like this are they're just doves. Is there actually a difference between a white pigeon? Oopsies. Pigeon versus dove. Because they're like the same bird. Yeah, okay. Pigeons and doves are the same thing. This is a dove. They say pet pigeon, but a white pigeon is just a dove. That is what a dove is. I never actually knew that. I was never sure that there was no difference, but I knew that a dove was it's essentially a pigeon, and I was right. It actually is a pigeon. It's just a different color of pigeon. All pigeons in the US look like they're on crack. Right. Well, yeah, in any big city, where you have pigeons are nutters. Pigeons are crazy. One flew into my room once. Right. Shit on the TV, computer and floor before leaving again. Yeah, that's birds for you. I remember there was this one story of ducks getting into one of my aunt's rooms. A duck flew in the window of their room, and it just shit all over everything. Duck shit is like the worst too. It stinks so bad. Oh, nice, Dan. You got Twitter? Okay, there should be a link in the description to my Twitter. Go follow me, and then if you DM me, I can follow. I'll follow you back, so you can. Or no, I think I can just hit accept, and then yeah, you can DM me. Oh, you already sent a message? Okay, I'll just quickly message request. Yeah, accept. Hello. There we go. Alright, I closed it again. Alright, an interesting fact about Vietnamese. In the Vietnamese language, Cu, or Cu, I guess, meant for kids who are boys and are being used for the kids' relatives and family. Eh? I think calling him Cu with an adjective in front of it, but in a metaphorical way, Cu actually means penis. I see. I know this is because a book that was Vietnamese translated into English. There's a character, the protag, referred to him as Slip Penis Boy. I see. Well then. But yeah, I'll see what I can do on Sunday. It's like, I can say, could you, over the weekend, could you like acquire some headphones? Any means necessary. Vietnam has statistically highest number of pigeons in the world. Oh shit. 10 million in 2016. Jesus Christ. We have a lot of episodes in stock, so... Well, actually, I noticed that there's only like 3 hours worth left. So it's getting a little bit narrow. Unless we record on Friday instead of Monday or something. Yeah. Ship you my headphones real quick. Your Tuesday. I mean, I can never record at night. So definitely not Tuesday night. Not this Tuesday. It's gonna be either be Monday or Friday, Monday morning or Friday morning my time. Sometimes I dream about sometimes I dream about cheese. Anyway, Deep Rock Galactic. What's this? Update 33 preview trailer. Oh. We played a bit of this. Oh, you're choosing time. You're choosing money. I was gonna say, I mean, it may be possible, but once again, Tuesday's an awkward day because I might be going to work on Wednesday, so Tuesday needs to be for editing rather than recording. I usually try and leave Tuesday to not have any recording to do. Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff in that update.
Management might consider the red expendable, but not us.
Yeah. New Frontiers, yeah. I was gonna say, freaking the drill. The drill's so cool. Loretta, I think my character was calling it in that episode, in that stream. Video gaming. Giving useless Minecraft features use. Oh, I think I saw this just the other day, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I just watched this.
Minecraft has a lot of stuff in it have built up, so I thought it'd be this Minecraft features less useless. We may never truly.
Yeah, the potato was the first one. Yeah, I saw this. I saw this the other day. Sorry. I feel bad, but yeah. It just talks about all the different things and like possible ways you could use them in better ways. The potato one I immediately disagreed. I think what did I disagree with? Oh, he was saying like it should be easier to acquire potatoes, and in my mind I was like, instead of making it easier to acquire the potatoes, you just craft the potatoes into like poison instead, and so you get like one potato turns into like 16 poison or something, and so you can like poison or you know like reduce the crops or reduce grass or whatever. Oh, okay. Poisonous potatoes would never actually get uses. Jeb said he would never give them uses. I see. Why? Why is that like a line he's said? Oh, hey Andy. Don't worry, it's all good. Deep Rock Galactic does pretty well. Maybe you should play more. It actually doesn't, if I recall correctly. That stream, most people left when we started playing Deep Rock Galactic. Or actually, did people leave before that? If I recall correctly, no, there's like 2 episodes of Deep Rock Galactic on the channel that have done really well for some reason. And then like none of the rest of the Deep Rock Galactic has any traction. I don't know what it is about those 2 videos, what I've done, what it makes them so searchable. Yeah, the videos, I should do more videos of Deep Rock Galactic. Timestamp, painting seed pog.
The world seed for painting? Okay, how did they find the world seed for
Oh, did I watch this before?
painting? For just a moment, I want you to put yourselves in the not enough. And this painting was made over 9 years ago. There's no way that
I feel like we saw
Zetterstrand.
I feel like we actually saw this before, didn't we? Because isn't this the same video? Oh, it's like a follow up or a previous video to the one we watched the other day, where it's like they found the painting for
the artist of this painting would have
pack
the original screenshot
image.
of the world that the painting is based off. Oh, wait. He does have the screenshot? Yeah. Rather than try to mentally murder themselves by guessing which blocks were which, Tom Latsko, one of the members of this project, just emailed Christopher asking if he had the screenshot. And what he replied with was a JPEG image of a Minecraft world. While not a perfect PNG quality image, this was more than enough to work with. So they were off to the races.
Definitely in terms of like certain games like that, the ones that do well on stream stuff, usually they do well on Twitch streams. It's unfortunately. Yeah, YouTube streams don't have the same. It's something to do with the way the streams are searched for or found, discovered, whatever. Yeah, Twitch is just better.
This image told the team a few things. One, the orientation of the moon showed that the moon was rising, which in Minecraft Alpha 1.1 was north, so the player is facing north. Two, the crop of the image was easy to find due to the player's arm being on screen, and the knowledge that Christopher that his monitor was of a 1920 by 1200 resolution.
Mainly because, Jake, I didn't want to... The idea was that I didn't want to separate my audience, so I don't want to have people watching on some people watching only on Twitch and some people watching only on YouTube, because people have talked about that before, where it's like if you have multiple channels or if you have like you do stuff on Twitch and YouTube, you separate your viewers, you separate your community.
And three, the clouds in Minecraft are one giant image
But
file
I might
that
do
just
it. I might do
sweep
it.
across the sky along the x-axis, meaning if you can find out which part of the cloud map is above you, which they could by lining up the view with the clouds in game, you can find out the player's z coordinate and y coordinate as well. Beyond that is some real CSI craziness. These guys then figured out which program was used to compress the original BMP image into a JPEG image, so they could largely reverse the compression process and use machine learning to de-JPEG the image. Then, after figuring out the player's exact facing direction, coupled with blocks that were easy to identify and line up, a recreation of the map was conducted with a live overlay of the world that they were reconstructing to absolutely ensure that everything was in the right place. Because if the team used the coordinates of those flowers as part of the seed cracking effort, but they got all of the coordinates of those flowers wrong, you could probably see why that would be a bad thing. So, while the team now had an accurate recreation of much of the painting, it was still believed that the player's exact x-coordinate was required in order to crack the world seed. So, they tried to find it. The theory was this: if Minecraft's clouds always start from the exact same position when loading up a world, and if the sun, or the moon in the sky can reveal what time of day it was, it should be all of the information required to find the x-coordinate of this image. Unfortunately, however, Minecraft clouds operate in sort of a weird way. While the clouds do always start from the same position, they only do so every time you load up Minecraft itself. Meaning, if you fire up a world and the clouds move 200 units before you then close the world, the next world you load without restarting the game will have the clouds be offset by 200 units. Meaning, if Christopher had loaded another world prior to this one, which they only realized was probably the case after the fact, then this method would not work. And although they tried that approach, because of the reasons I just mentioned, it failed. So, they had to come up with something else. And they did. This image has something that pack.png did not have: a detailed flower bed. While, yes, the pack.png image did have 3 visible flowers, this world has 18, and all flower beds generate based on the world seed. Before this image was de-JPEG'd, this is what the flower bed looked like. You might be able to get the coordinates of each individual flower, but the lack of detail definitely made the whole thing questionable. However, this is what the flower bed looked like after the decompression. This was enough to identify.
Oh, so like you've got really good internet, but you still need to watch this in 240p in order to be able to watch it with 20-second delay. I have it set to ultra low latency, so there should only be 5 seconds of delay. That's weird. Maybe that is an issue with YouTube.
With a high degree of confidence, the relative coordinates of
YouTube?
each individual flower in the pile where their Z and Y coordinates were known. At this point, the team was ready to compile all of these findings into code that would allow for the general public to use their computing power in order to crack this world seed, much like what happened with pack.png. But then, as they were putting those efforts into motion, seemingly out of nowhere, a user by the name of Andrew555 revealed that he had discovered the seed with a simple, albeit legendary Discord post simply stating, "Painting, but there's snow everywhere?" Wait, what? How did this happen? What did Andrew think of that the rest of the team did not? So here's what happened. While Andrew did use the team's map recreation and other results from before, he applied optimizations which he thought of independently that had not yet been implemented by the team. One, that the flower patch's most likely center point was at a Y level of 68, which sped up the seed cracking code by 128 times. And then he only tested flowers that he absolutely 100% knew the Z coordinate of. And 3, his code would abandon a test if a flower that is at a coordinate that he was 100% sure should not contain a flower contained a flower, which is a further 7 times improvement in speed. All of Andrew's optimizations sped up the search by around 1,000 times, allowing for him to crack this world seed with only a single 1660 Ti graphics card in about 2.5 hours, resulting in one single valid flower seed being found, which in turn revealed the seed of the world.
But why was it snowy?
So there it is. The seed for Minecraft's Skull on Fire painting has been discovered. If you want to load it up for yourself, I'll have information in the description down below, along with many other relevant links as well. If you want to know in detail who the team is that I've been referencing throughout this video, I'll have all of that information available as well. With that in mind, I think it's important to name each and every person who played a role with this project.
Right. You can watch that if you want. You go to the video and watch it. Is there a difference in like maybe the version he was using was a different version that had the snow? I'm a little confused by the snow in that one. Anyway, sounds nice, Jesse. Oh. Not sure, probably different temp values, maybe.
And the bear tells him to kill each other. Sounds nice, Jesse. And there's this dude called Nagito, and he's literally trash. Oh my god, I love him so much. Oh, we stan. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm Walter in this. I was totally Walter in that moment. Oh, it's Danganronpa. I was gonna say, I was like,
Popeye's chicken sandwich.
I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Popeye's chicken sandwich. Popeye's chicken sandwich. Popeye's chicken sandwich. Popeye's chicken sandwich. When I look at myself, I sometimes don't recognize myself.
I don't like that guy. He creeps me out. He upsets me. Because in Alpha 1.1.2 was the update notch added snow, right? And rain, I believe, and everything had snow. So if he loaded it in Alpha 1.1.1, then maybe it would have the no snow. Yeah, cause yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing I was wondering. Pixel is like, I was like, how? What? Yeah, there must be something. It must be an older version that the photo was taken from. Yeah. This video's sad. The piano skills though. Yeah, the guy playing piano is amazing. But that guy, Avocado, that's all I remember of his name. Nikado or something like. He freaks me out. He is upsetting. Tunneler, 1 year anniversary. Beta versus now comparison. I've not heard of this before. Tunneler. Right. Cool. I don't think I'd ever heard of Tunneler before. Blame Demobamo / Dave for that for lol. Well, it's no like I'm not saying that the video is bad or anything. The video is entertaining, but it's just that guy. It's just him himself. Ugh. The portal button Roblox. Oh, is that true? Holy shit, that was really well done. Milk popped, went everywhere. Going back to bed. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, Jake. I hope you have a good nap, sleep. I hope just like not thinking about it makes you feel better. Not thinking about it for a bit. Infrastructure Sim actually looks pretty good. Also somehow a Source game. Oh. I was really impressed when I first saw it. I originally thought it was Unreal, to be honest. Yeah, I just thought it was made in Source Engine. the tunneler. Holy shit. Anyway, Infra. So yeah, this was suggested. Someone suggested this, probably you, Maddie. On wait, was it you who said? Yeah, it was you who posted. Yeah. Someone suggested it on Steam, on Discord. Yeah, well, that's like that video we saw earlier where the guy was testing out the like update Roblox had, where like new graphic stuff.
My name is Alex Hartman.
That's sort of related.
I was just betrayed by the man who practically built this whole city. It started with Bergman, then Stahlberg Steel, and now my company, all bankrupted by Jeff Walter. He bought the companies for next to nothing and then ran them straight into the ground. But that's the least of my problems. With the company out of business, there's no way we can keep everything in good repair.
Right,
Things
I see.
are breaking down all over the
Makes
city,
sense, yeah.
but no one's doing anything about it. The police, the mayor, and now it seems like even the governor's in his pocket. They care more about his money than what he's doing to this place.
With only a camera. Oh.
Whatever he's planning, it's going to happen. And I don't want to be here when it does. Because there's one thing I'm sure of. Everything's about to fall apart.
Let's see. Affects the game's endings. Gameplay primarily consists of solving puzzles to progress through each environment and photographing any damage or relevant documents discovered along the way. During this exploration, the player will come across potentially lethal situations, such as rockfalls or electrified water, which become increasingly more dangerous as the city's infrastructure begins to fail. Right, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I did not know that's what the game was. That's really cool. I just saw my own stream being advertised to me. Some puzzles, such as choosing to fully repair a facility, are optional and can be bypassed at the cost of missed photo opportunities. To complete the game, the player must solve many mechanical and electrical puzzles and make choices to either save one's life or to save the city. I see. It looks really cool. And sounds really cool. Damn. See, the title and stuff, I actually didn't think it was... I kind of assumed it was like a... it almost looked, just from a glance, it looked like some city builder type game. So I got completely the wrong impression from the pictures and the just the logo. Hey, look, a Rorius stream. Let's watch. We do that like almost every reaction stream. We do the Infinirori where it's it's like layer on layer on layer. Yeah, I hope you find some headphones, RG. I look forward to recording with you. So. Yeah. Good luck. Game borked. Why does the demo man have a flame? Oh.
Disguising allows you to appear identical to your target with all their cosmetics and weapons.
I see. We're gonna do some weirdness.
When you disguise as someone, the game retrieves a list of your target's weapons, then picks one of them as the active disguise weapon. This seems simple. It obviously just picks the first valid weapon, right? In reality, there's actually a priority list for picking the active disguise weapon. It works like this. If you're disguising as someone, it first attempts to set the primary weapon as the active disguise weapon. If that's not available, it then defaults to the most recent successful active disguise weapon. And finally, if that also fails, it looks for the first available valid weapon. So this is how the demo man has a flamethrower. By disguising as someone first, then as a demo with the booties. The demo doesn't have a valid primary weapon to disguise with, so it continues down the priority list. We've previously successfully held the Pyro's flamethrower as an active disguise weapon, so it takes that and puts it into the demo's hands.
Mission complete.
Of course, this doesn't just apply to the Pyro. Disguising as any class, and even switching weapons, will still produce this effect, as long as the demo man you're disguising as is wearing the booties. And if you don't have a prior disguise, then it will simply continue with the final backup plan, to find the first available valid weapon. So, disguising as a booties demo without previously disguising will simply set the sticky launcher as the active weapon. And if not that, such as a demo with both the booties and a shield, then your disguise will carry a melee weapon.
I really assumed that the priority list would be the other way around, where it's like try and use the main weapon that you're currently using. If that fails, find any weapon that character has, and then if that fails, then you do like last ditch effort, whatever you were last holding. That's why I'm very shooketh to hear this, because I did not think this was still the case.
The demo is the only class with a primary weapon that's invalid for disguises.
Right.
So normally, he would be the only class that this could happen with.
Right.
But if you somehow didn't have a primary weapon on other classes, then this issue would also happen there.
Yeah.
Additionally, the booties are definitely the only weapon that can trigger this effect, because as we've discussed in the previous video, the spy is allowed to set the base jumper as an active disguise weapon. So I guess it's actually a good thing the base jumper is broken.
To stop fun, play spy. Thanks.
What? Oh. Hey, Rory, can your chair still do the thing? It can. My headphones might disagree, but my chair can still do the thing. My headphones are like pulling. There we go. Yeah, it can go almost. I believe it can go completely flat, but I've never pushed it far enough to do that. To stop fun, play spy. Thanks. Oh, that's what he said. I was like, what the frick? I was like, is that a broken node? Oh dear. All right. TF2 breaks if you play one map for 6 months. Wait, what?
Since we haven't been able to invent the instant transmission of information yet, it's safe to say that what we see on our screens at home is not technically live TF2, but instead TF2 at varying milliseconds.
Pixel, now that you have a Twitter. I should mention, I don't usually respond to DMs while I'm streaming.
It's behind reality.
Just
so if everyone playing the game is at different lengths of time behind reality, how do we synchronize things like the bonked 8 seconds of invulnerability such that it's consistent and fair for everyone?
The
solution TF2 uses is a global timer for everyone to reference and timestamps.
Or do you mean on Discord?
When the server loads a map, a timer starts counting up from 0 forever. When someone drinks bonk, the game takes the current timer value, adds 8 seconds to it, and tells everyone that when the timer reaches this number, the scout is no longer invulnerable, keeping everything fair across different delays from reality. But as we've learned from the sticky timer, there's limits to just how much number a computer can store.
Yeah.
The global timer is a 32-bit float, which essentially basically mean that it can store a number up to 10 digits long. So if the global timer is a 10-digit whole number, and you try to add a decimal to it, like 0.4 or 2.7, what is it going to do? Turns out, it decides to round everything to the nearest whole number. So weapons with firing intervals smaller than 0.4 seconds just go off all at once.
Right, yeah.
Naturally, this extends to weapons like the soda popper, shortstop, and beggar's bazooka. Beyond weapons, bleeding and afterburn just instantly melt you.
Oh, he said sometime. Okay, yep. Yeah.
However, every pyro flamethrower except the Dragon's Fury just doesn't work for some reason. And the engineers' buildings become pretty ridiculous. For one, they all build super fast.
Barely tell what's going on.
But even better than that, the sentry gun just instantly melts people. But of course, the inverse of rounding down everything that ends with 0.4 or less is the rounding up of everything that ends with 0.5 or more. So the scout spat that swings every 0.5 seconds now slows to every second. The heavy stress eating just doesn't quite hit the same anymore.
Right, yeah.
After firing a shot on the sniper rifle, it takes a while to unscope, allowing you to headshot twice now. Finally, the sticky bombs become really irritating. All the animations and movements become laggy.
It's awful.
And the short circuit. But besides all of that, everything else seems to work fine. Thankfully, this shouldn't be much of an issue. In order for TF2 to get this bad, you'd need to avoid loading a new map for 6 months. Oh, on second thought, my advice is to remember to reload your 2-fort server every 4 months or so.
And I'm curious about the sense of incompleteness I almost always have.
Those outros. It's so weird. Yeah, interesting. Come on, Roy, stop eating random stuff off the floor. It's a sandwich. I'll have you know I did not eat stuff off the floor. I am a germaphobe, so as soon as something's on the floor, even if it's like perfectly fine, I won't eat it. Did he eat the toothpick? Is he a zombie now? Wait, what? I see. Oh, that's cool. I can't get past the fact that he just eats the whole thing. At least in those like things, he just like eats the whole thing. There's a toothpick in there. It's got the olive on it. All right, whatever. Jack Stover. Smart.
That's why I'm following you. Eyes up here.
We saw some of his live performance stuff before.
Let me see him now.
Well, just one of his live things.
I'm not gonna see you so on a round one paper plate. Oh yeah, that's complete. On a round one paper plate.
I phased out for a second there because I was just like listening, but I just suddenly thought, I wonder what artists, what music Jack would say is his like inspiration, or like what his what sort of led him to that area, making music and all that. You know, it might not be anything like his music. I'm just curious to. I'll be curious to know.
Come on, everybody, let's, I don't know. want you to know that when she returns, I'm here to do. So I masturbate and I watch ESPN and I open up another bag of Chex Mix. My friend.
It was that song he was playing in the other one. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, because like you hear of like Lady Gaga, she got her name from the song Radio Gaga by Queen. So like they're an inspiration of hers. And then there's like you see these like modern artists doing duets or doing like a combined thing with some like 80-year-old musician, and it's because like their music was an inspiration, you know. I just like seeing that stuff. I don't know why my brain went there. Don't watch this if your mom is in the room. Penids. It's Penids.
Hello. Hi.
What brings you to the library today?
I'm just looking for a book.
What kind of book?
I'm looking for the one that has all
It's
swear
really hard to play
words.
Oh,
GTA
the
online.
swear words.
Yeah.
Why do you need the book with the swear words?
It's not for me. I just need to know what they are, so I don't say them.
So you didn't know them, so you
Yeah,
won't say them.
Exactly.
What do you got so far?
Sucks, crap, and peanuts.
What was the last one there?
Peanuts.
So you don't want to correct them. 'Cause it's like, you know what? You just don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that out loud. The UK government better or worse than America? Okay, let's have a look. Oh.
No authority at all.
She's just kicked him out. Just a minute. No, she's kicked him out. Don't. She's kicked him out. Don't.
This is a meeting called by two councillors.
Illegally?
They now elect a chairman.
No, they can't because the vice chair's here. I take charge. Read the standing orders. Read them and understand them.
You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority at all.
She's just kicked him out.
Right, so I see, yeah. I've never missed in-person meetings more than I did watching this parish council meeting descend into chaos. Yeah, politics. Politicians. Opinionated people having to try and work together on a joint operation. It's... yeah. Pineapple, Rory. Any flashbacks? No, remember, it's not pine nipple. It's pie nipple. It's just when I say pineapple, but I usually when I say it like without any focus on the word itself, pineapple. Sounds like pineapple. Anyway, 15 amazing tech life hacks.
How's it going,
Yeah.
guys? I'm Theo Geo, and today we've got 15
in 5
amazing
minutes.
tech life
All
hacks
right.
that are going to completely change your life for the better. 100%
Change my life.
very serious. You can tell because it says so right in the title, and I'm wearing a tie. Some of these I
This is
came
going
up with
viral over
myself,
the UK
and
right now.
others I
This
have
is council
discovered
law
over
right
the
now.
years on the internet, so they obviously must be true. So you better strap in and be ready. Let's just get through
Yikes.
these rapid fire. Starting off with number 1.
What they should do instead of having those like that where you have like one screen at a time. I don't know if that's actually how it was visually. But what they should do is they should have one of those systems where you see everyone's face all at once, so that you just have a cacophony of noise and madness, like you do in a real council building.
Obviously, charging your phone is annoying. You have to do it every single day. So if you don't want to have to do that anymore, all you have to do is do what I do, which is instead go to the Apple Store every single day and just get your battery replaced completely. And if you want to save even more time, what you can do instead is just order a new iPhone every single day and have it delivered to your house daily. And of course, if you do happen to still run out of battery one day, it's always good to have a backup sealed phone still in the box, ready to go, so you can use that one if your current phone battery runs out. Okay, life hack number 2. Have you ever wanted to easily transfer a file from one computer to another? What you do is right-click on the file and hit copy, and then unplug the mouse. Then plug it into the computer you do want to copy it to, and then right-click it, hit paste, and it will paste the file from the mouse. Way easier than trying to email the file to yourself or find a thumb drive that you can never locate. Number 3. Did you know that most
that could become a fucking thing. Holy shit. Firstly, I'm loving it already. It's ridiculous. But like I could totally see that being a thing in the future. Like if you're still using mice and keyboard in the future, just have a built-in, because most mice, a lot of like the more powerful mice with special like macros and the ones with like 12 buttons on the side, they already have storage space on the mouse. It stores there's a lot of stuff stored on the mouse itself. A lot of mice have that capability. So you could just add like a flash drive-esque storage space on your mouse and do shit like that. That's so weird but so brilliant. That's actually a brilliant idea.
Phones and Android phones have the same exact bug that's never been patched. You see, a lot of these phones are not able to charge past 100%. They just max out there and stop charging. So if your phone does this, which it probably does, be sure to contact the manufacturer and hopefully get either a complete refund or a replacement device that doesn't have this bug. Number 4, do you need to charge your phone very quickly but you don't have the time? What you do is plug in your phone and then set the date and time forward maybe about 6 hours. And then the phone will think that it's been charging that long, so the battery will be completely full when you unplug it.
I feel like he's straight-faced enough that people who know nothing about computers would believe this.
Life hack number 5 is for your computer. Whenever you get a new computer, you should always try and get as many viruses and download as many viruses onto it as possible so it builds up its immune system right when you get it. That way, it'll be more resistant to viruses in the future. All right, before we continue on to the rest of these amazing, outstanding life hacks, I obviously have to do a shameless plug for my Instagram account. If you haven't followed me on there, you're going to be instantly depressed when you see what you've been missing out on. It has the most amazing, hilarious tech jokes you can possibly imagine. It's won the Nobel Prize in comedy every single year for the past 100 years. So definitely check it out and follow me on there. It's just @TheoJoe over on Instagram. All right, so let's continue, and we're on to number 6, which is one of my favorites. Now, if you want to ever get an iPad or a tablet, but you can't quite afford it, all you have to do is hold your phone closer to your face. It will look bigger. Number 7, if you're ever writing a Word document and you notice the file size is getting too big and you're running out of space on your hard drive, what you should do is reduce the font size of the text in the document. That will reduce the file size as well, giving you much more free space. All right, on to number 8. The next time you buy a new computer and you're not sure what to do...
This is too real. Like, I can visualize people... I can visualize people thinking this. Because by reducing the font size, you're using less pages. It's too real.
Do with the old one and you want to get rid of it, what you can do is find the My Computer shortcut icon on your computer's desktop. Then right-click and delete that, and your computer will disappear. Number 9 is a great life hack for your phone. Have you ever gotten a phone call from someone and you're not really sure if you want to talk to them? Simply answer and immediately tell them that your phone is about to run out of battery. That way, you can simply hang up on them at any point. Number 10, do you have wireless earbuds and you're worried about losing them? What you can do
that's a legit hack. It's like a legit thing.
Your phone.
Wait.
Have you ever gotten a phone call from someone and you're not really sure if you want to talk to them? Simply answer and immediately tell them that your phone is about to run out of battery. That way, you can simply hang up on them at any point.
That's just life. That's real. That's a real one. Rorius life hack video win. There's a few things I remember finding out, like life hack things, and I was like, oh my god, these are brilliant. There's only one that comes to mind at the moment, but yeah. I could do an old school life hack thing.
Number 10, do you have wireless earbuds and you're worried about losing them? What you can do is simply get some string and attach it to the earbuds and then attach that to the phone, so that way they'll be connected to the phone and you're not going to lose them. All right, number 11, this one's probably pretty relatable. Have you ever gone outside and it's been very bright out and you forgot your sunglasses and it's hard to see? What you can do is next time take a picture of a dark room. Then you can use that picture and shine darkness on anything around you to darken things up a bit. Number 12, if you're worried about losing all your phone's data, but you don't want to pay extra every single month for cloud storage, what you can do instead is use a Chinese brand phone. If you ever lose or break your phone, you can be sure that the Chinese government will have a backup of all your data that you can request and use to restore everything. Number 13, have you ever lost your wallet or you're not sure where you put it around the house? What you can do is try calling it and listening for it to ring. All right, we got a couple more. Number 14, if you find that your laptop or phone or other device runs out of battery too quickly, what you can do is keep them turned off. You see, your device's battery will not drain if it's off. And finally, life hack number 15, if you have cash that you want to deposit in your bank account, but you don't want to drive all the way to the bank or the ATM, what you can do instead is use your bank's mobile deposit app to take a picture of the cash dollar bills and it will be deposited into your account. After you confirm the cash has been successfully deposited, the bill is now worthless, so you can safely shred it so no one else can use it. So hopefully you found these amazing tech life hacks very useful. Let me know down in the comments which was your favorite, or if you have any of your own. If you want to keep watching, another 100% very serious video you can watch.
He's too straight-faced about it. He's way too, like... it's way too good. It's way too real. Oh, hey, ex-little sweet. It's been a while. How have you been, my guy? Yeah, it has been a little while since I've seen that name pop up in my chat. Yeah, I'm good. Opal. A little long, but this is best work yet. Okay. This is another Jack Stauber one. Yeah, we're just doing a reaction stream. Hope you're having a good day. Oh yeah, it's 12 minutes. Curious Girl investigates Christ she hears coming up. Then pass across the street. Video is fucking amazing. Okay. Oh god. Oh god.
We see you, Opal, your troubles are miles away. We see you, Opal.
Oh, Adult Swim has immediately content ID'd the. Okay, I can't. I'm sorry, Maddie, I can't watch it. Heads up, did it copyrighted audio or video to your stream? It'll be Adult Swim because it's on Adult Swim. Yeah, I'll watch it afterwards. Like I don't think it blocked it, but sometimes in the past when I've tried to continue it, it has caused the stream to get blocked. So I'll watch it after the stream. Beijing, Taiwan. Oh, this is also BBC. This is probably gonna get friggin'. I'll watch it tiny screen like this. If I move it around the screen. I think it is. I shouldn't watch any more of it just in case it copyright thingies. But I was gonna say, I think people should know about stuff, the Tiananmen Square stuff. People need to know. I think it's a really important thing for people to know about, and the story of how China became a communist nation. I think it's really important because it's one of those things where you could see it, like what was happening in the U.S. with Trump. It's very similar to what happened in China, except in China, the party that was was essentially like Trump succeeded in like claiming the country and turned it from a democracy into a totalitarian communist totalitarian nation. So what I would say is, what I've said to a few people is like, what's happened in America and the fact that Trump has been removed, basically, and that everyone is finally backing down from the Trump nonsense, at least the politicians are slowly backing down from that, shows the strength of American democracy, because, like, a weaker nation, a nation with a weaker democracy would have basically been taken over by a leader like Trump. It's the same, unfortunately, it's the same in Russia, with Putin. He's basically claimed it, and it's now his. And until he dies or is removed, Putin is going to be in that same spot. Anyway, Cyberpunk on console. Okay, this is a mod.
In a huge open world like Night City,
This
you
is by
need a
Dolan
chill
Dark.
ride to get around fast.
I didn't know Dolan Dark was a New Zealander until after I knew who Dolan Dark was.
And in Cyberpunk 2077, there are tons of cool vehicles to choose from.
Place
We've
all the
crafted
textures.
every car and motorbike with amazing attention to detail. On the chassis, the body, not to mention the interiors. You can expect everyone not only to look unique, but to deliver a unique driving experience.
How does that shit happen? I know there was a video I watched which like sort of talked about Cyberpunk and like the cacophony of errors and like things that went wrong leading up to its release. But yeah. Anyway, it's I thought I saw something come through, but it was Tiana saying "aw." Yeah. Anyway, Simpsons with Half-Life sound effects compilation. Oh god. This is a video by Hellmord, but I'm assuming it's just all the different memes.
Once we were able to consistently create the teleporter field, we ran into new problems.
Wait a second.
You see, teleportation isn't as simple as going from point A to point B. We discovered a
There's a music thing here, but that's just Half-Life music. I was gonna say I'm amazed that they got away with using Simpsons
Ah! Look out! No!
videos.
No! No! Ah! Get it off me! Get it
If
off
they
me!
get away with it, then I should be able to get away with it.
Electrical damage detected.
Don't let it overcharge.
That episode's a great episode.
I hope those people in the Lambda lab can get this under control.
Slash Rorius. Should have been r/Rorius for Rorius. That's brilliant.
This all looks
Also, welcome to the stream.
I
Welcome to the stream,
certainly hope
Hamza.
those backup fusion shunts are in good shape today. Well,
Yeah, this is one of the Treehouse of Horror episodes. Except they've supplemented it with Half-Life stuff.
Ah! Oh dear! Oh, shouldn't we try to capture a specimen? You're welcome to try, but please don't kill anything or else. Now our world will be in serious jeopardy. Oh no. Okay, let's get out of here. Now, where did I leave that shutdown procedure chart? What the? Stop attacking immediately! Oh my. At least
Accidentally
failure
kills
of
the
this
lab.
magnitude is
Nylon.
extremely improbable. Am I right?
I love that. No graph out of date
that's
rebuilding.
odd.
And the sound that it makes when it's waiting.
Greetings. It's good to see you. Did you
Combine.
submit your status report to the administrator today?
Welcome. Welcome to City 17.
What the hell is going on?
Individual, you are charged with capital malfeasance. Anti-citizen status.
No!
And Flanders is going to be at the top of the Citadel. The no graph out of date rebuilding.
Why has the
Oh my.
Say a few words to the transhuman arm of Sector 17 Overwatch. Part 5-3 gets
Oh god.
As I expected. No, not again. I can't take much more of this.
This is a full this is a full episode length, like Treehouse of Horror level episode length of
Freeman, you fool!
This is just the entire Treehouse of Horror mini sub episode. That is him. I can't remember what it's called, but it's when he's like, yeah, going back in time and changing
we thought
history.
You'd never make it. I've got a message for you. Make sure you don't.
Been wanting to do this a long time.
Oh god.
Greetings, scientists. I'm saved. Thank God you're here. I'm warning you, it's hell out there. Are you insane? Hold yourself together. Everything's fine. Yes, you're right. Is anyone else getting hungry? It can't get any worse than this.
Yeah, wow, I'm impressed. It was an entire episode. Entire Treehouse of Horror episode. I love this. I really like this credits music for Half-Life 1. It's a little bit out of place for what you've done. Like what you've just done in the game. But I really like the credit music. It's really good. And they made a remix of it for episode 2. Sorry, for Half-Life 2. What is this? My Nazi roommate?
Recently, my landlord raised my rent, so I had to get a roommate. His name is Klaus. He just arrived here from Argentina. Bit of an odd guy. He dresses very formally, and he's always taking off his gloves.
This residence will serve until a more permanent headquarters can be established.
When he first hit me up on Craigslist, he
cliche.
mentioned that he was a socialist, and I thought, that's great, that's awesome. Progressive issues are very important to me. But I don't think that Klaus is a socialist. I think he's really, really conservative.
Heil Hitler! Heil Hitler!
God.
Heil Hitler! Heil Hitler!
Am I allowed to watch this on YouTube?
I'm not really sure it's going to work out. I used to be an archaeologist. In 1933, I had the privilege of joining the elite Ahnenerbe, searching all over the world for occult ancient artifacts. Some years later, I relocated to South America to pursue career opportunities. Now I am in the United States at the behest of a very special friend of mine. He seeks to enter
fucking
into a...
Ku Klux Klan in the background. It's on YouTube, no? I guess you're right, I suppose.
American public life, and I must help his political career in whatever way I can.
I am very active online, changing hearts and minds through tireless agitation.
No matter what the media will tell you. Heil Hitler. Und Posten!
Yo, Klaus, hey, are you on my computer?
I annexed it.
Not cool, man. Ask me first.
A wolf does not ask. He takes that which is rightfully his.
Okay, well, listen, I just went into my office just now and I saw this hanging up on the wall. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this, would you?
Yeah, I put it there.
Dude, that's my area. My office is where I work. It's where I edit my videos. You take it.
I require living space in this apartment! The extent of the national territory determines the security of the nation. Military gains are more effectively made against those nations whose territories are smaller in area. Therefore, I will slowly decorate the apartment with my things in order to gain an advantage over my enemy.
Well.
Hey, Klaus?
Rory is concerned.
Dude, dude, did you drink my LaCroix?
Oh god.
9. And replace it with German beer? A German beer called
Where did he get?
Hell?
Actually, it's a
plenty
very
of
good
room in the
question,
fridge room.
Betty. Where did he
Besides,
get all
your
this
piss
Nazi
water was
shit?
on my shelf, which is entirely mine by virtue of a higher right. I have just returned from the store with more German beer, and I require the use of part of your shelf, or I'm moving out. Today.
Dude, please don't do that. I can't afford this place on my own.
Then we are in agreement? Sign here, please.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Just don't do anything drastic, okay?
This does feel like it's entirely an analogy for
Yeah, he can be bossy. That's for sure.
for
And
what
his
happened
friends-
before and
They're
during
weird.
World War II.
Mein Herr, das wollen Sie mal von ein solches Reich und Eichen tun Zander mit
Bitte, mein Kommandant, if I'm going to rule this land, I must brush up on my English, yeah?
Of course, mein Herr. Pressure is mounting upon the bathroom, with divisions advancing both from the kitchen and my own bedroom to soon be ours.
Good. Good. The territorial area into which we are expanding is necessary to ensure the continued existence of the German people upon this earth. And the blood that we shed today will be used to nourish
Man
the
used
sons
so much
of
speed.
German peasants so that they may be raised sturdy and strong, and that will be used to justify the blood that must be shed today.
Does this explain where this all came from?
Sieg heil! 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 Sieg...
What do you mean, where all this came from?
Das ist der Fan.
This train.
The entire fridge.
Yo, Klaus.
The videos of
What
him
is
at the
this?
Olympics and
It
speeches
is
and
a
stuff.
natural
Right,
order.
I see, yeah.
My
yeah.
beer requires enough territory to support its population.
Beyond
Make
cooked.
some room in there. I just got some soft parade from my friend in Michigan. I want it to be cold by tonight.
Listen to hardcore
That's
history.
not-
No.
Excuse me? German beer is superior, both in taste and culture. It must be allowed enough territory to survive and to thrive, lest less civilized beers, which are more energetic, take their place. A day will come when the fridge is dominated by the laws
Highly
of
recommend.
nature.
Okay, yeah, I might.
And nature favors
He has
those
brilliant
beers
podcast
which
on
are
World War
of a
II,
more
right,
brutal
yeah.
will. It is only right that the strong and the pure should dominate.
Several podcasts, yeah.
And not every beer has the right to exist.
Are we still talking about beer?
Of course we are. What else would we be talking about? Besides, your piss water has its place. In the back. Where it belongs.
Okay, man. Well, I gotta go do some work.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Well, it's, yeah, just it's just concerning. It's just concerning. I can only imagine what neighbors would think during the making of the video. yeah. Well, it depends on what part of the US he's living in, I suppose. Yeah. All right. This is important. I'm unsure why or how, but it is. Oh. TikToker lifts car using real eggs.
Day 1 of lifting this 2.5-ton car with nothing but eggs. If you quickly Google the strength of an egg, one of the first answers is a vertical max load of 53 pounds performed in a lab with the best possible conditions. But we're not in a lab, so I doubt we're going to see that kind of strength. The hardest part
I
so
want a
far with
Tarantino-style
testing is
payoff.
balancing the load on the egg and distributing the force evenly across the top and bottom arch. Just the slightest edge will crack the egg, which is why I'm going to include foam in my next test. Today's test resulted in a max load of 20 pounds. Day 2 of lifting this car with nothing but eggs. I think it was kind of obvious on day 1 that we weren't going to be able to hold up a 2,500 pound car with a single egg, and instead we're going to need a lot more. So I created another bracket to hold 4 eggs instead. I added a couple stoppers to limit the travel. We then started...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I enjoyed, what's it called? Inglourious Bastards. That was a good film.
off with 2 bricks weighing 68 pounds
Was that
total,
Tarantino?
but then one of the eggs was like... We then replaced the quitter and loaded up 3 bricks instead with a total of 102 pounds, which means that we now have a high score of 25.5 pounds per egg. Today is day 3 of lifting a 2,500 pound car off
Did you do
the
that
ground
in year
with
12
nothing
English
but
with me?
store-bought
Nah.
I needed a better way to hold a large quantity.
I know. I remember one of the classes did it. I think year 12 we did. Was that year 12? That must have been year 12. Yeah. We did V for Vendetta. Yeah.
Quantity of eggs upright, so I 3D printed 2 trays with 1/2-inch EVA foam and used bolts and
That was
tubing
my
for
film
guides.
study. It was genuinely brilliant.
From previous
Yeah, it's a
tests,
great
we know
movie.
that each egg can handle loads of 20 to 25 pounds, meaning that these 25 eggs should easily handle 500 to 625 pounds. I was running out of weight, so I grabbed Remy and Ellie. The additional 12 pounds and 22 pounds didn't make a dent, so I grabbed my wife. I don't think I've done a squat a day in my life, so I just crawled on her back and flailed around, but most importantly, my legs aren't touching the ground. Even then, that wasn't enough, so we combined all 3, grabbed the dogs totaling 491 pounds, or 19.64 pounds per egg. I know the eggs can handle a lot more weight, so I'm going to buy more blocks and brainstorm some fixtures. Even though some of the eggs are taller than others, the foam helps even that out and distribute the force. None of the eggs cracked under the load, so they go back in the carton for safekeeping. Today is day 4 of lifting this car with nothing but eggs. And I've got something to show you. From previous tests, we've seen that a single egg can withstand vertical loads of 20 to 25 pounds, which means that these 45 eggs can easily hold 900 to 1,100 pounds. I have faith in the eggs, which is why I'm going to pull both jack stands. The other one's been taken out as well to show you that those 45 eggs are truly supporting the back half of this car. Because this vehicle is a front-wheel drive automatic and it weighs 2,500 pounds, we can estimate that about 60% of the vehicle's weight is in the front and 40% is in the rear.
This is what you're saying.
This
Video is important.
In the front than I do in the rear.
It's fascinating.
At this point, it is quicker and cheaper to build a 9x5 press out of foam and plywood than it is to 3D print a 5x5. So I'm going to make 3 more of these presses and we're going to lift a car on day 5. Today is day 5 of lifting a car with store-bought chicken eggs. And it did not go well.
I see.
If you're wondering what happened, those scissor jacks toppled over.
Ah.
The deal was to have 45 eggs in the front right, 45 eggs in the front left, 60 in the rear, or 30 on both sides. And that 150 eggs should have been more than enough to lift this 2,500 pound car. And where I messed up is that when I was lowering the car so that these tires can make contact with the egg presses, I had this side of the car way too low and the other side way too high, which resulted in the center of gravity changing for the car and the whole thing just kind of sliding off the jack stands and just hitting the ground. Today is day 6 of lifting a 2,500 pound car
So
with
many
nothing
eggs.
but store-bought chicken eggs, and it's the last day in the series because we plan to only use 144 eggs, but increase it to 180 to account for bad eggs and uneven weight distribution. Now, to prove that this car truly is supported, I'm going to go ahead and remove each jack stand. Now, the risk is fairly minimal at this point because if the eggs were to fail, the wheel would fall basically about 2 inches onto that foam, and the car would still be supported on each of its 4 wheels. There are a lot of factors that play into this, but there are 2 primary reasons as to why this works. 1, eggs are crazy strong, and that has to do with their naturally occurring 3-dimensional arch that dissipates the force outwards in compression. The other reason why this works is that
Why
pressure
was that
is equal to
necessary?
force divided by area, and if you increase the surface area, then you're going to have less pressure.
Oh, you going
which means
heading off,
teamwork
Dominic?
makes the dream work.
If so, have a good
I'm
night.
so sick of eating eggs, which is why we're going to donate the remaining 200 eggs to a local food bank.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's, to eat that many eggs, it's just too much. Too much egg. Too much egg. Another gift. I see. Another Jake gift. Okay. Do the roar. Oh God.
Excuse me, Mr. Shrek. Could you do that ogre roar of yours for my son?
Do the roar.
You know, I'd rather not.
Do the roar.
It's my kid's birthday party.
Do the roar. Do the roar.
An ogre only roars when...
Do it.
Hold it together.
Do the roar. Do the roar. Do the roar.
Yeah. I remember there was a thing a while back, like actually multiple different times, developing different forms of Rory Do the Roar. I don't know if it comes from this, if it comes from Shrek or not, but I wasn't aware of it until just now. Just a quick reminder, Rory. A quick reminder. Also, don't worry, this should not be copyrighted. Okay. This is from Few Chip. Beat Saber, multiplayer. Yeah. Yeah, this is a thing. This is a thing that exists. That was haunting to do that in my life. Also, I should, just because this is the first time you're commenting, I should say, welcome to the stream, Ganesh. Yeah. One of the reasons why I didn't play, or I stopped playing as much Beat Saber, is because every episode of Beat Saber that I've recorded got copyright claimed, because, you know, you're playing music. Except for, no, even there was one episode which I was like, okay, if I just choose these kind of songs, I won't get claimed. And then I got claimed. Because the games that I included the music from... Oh, actually, no, I might have re-edited it and re-uploaded it to remove the claims. Even, like, I was using video game music in this one episode. I was like, okay, video game music only, so there's no claims. And then one of the video game songs I played from a game I love from my childhood, seemingly the soundtrack for some reason is claimed. And I was like, God damn it. I think you can come in. No sub. 3 hours late. What's happening? Egg car sandwich. We're welcome all the peoples, yeah. Did I post? Yeah, you posted it from your alt. That's why I was like, I didn't know who Few Chip was. Anyway, Necessary Suspect. Spoiler. What is this? Oh my god. Nicolas Cage. There's a movie coming out with Nicolas Cage in it that is basically like a FNAF ripoff. I forget what the hell the movie's called, but it's basically, in essence, it is a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of movie where it's based in a oh, hey John. How you doing? So you're having a good morning. Yeah, there's a movie that's basically like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like it's in like a pizzeria type place or like a food place for kids with animatronic puppets that come to life at night, and it has Nicolas Cage as the lead actor, and it's just, there's a trailer for it. It looks really funny. I love Nicolas Cage. We are the children. See. I say, yeah, we are the world, we are the children. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. I can only imagine what Cyberpunk would be with Nick as Johnny. Yeah, Nicolas Cage as Johnny in Cyberpunk. But who is the parent of ours? I need an answer. How to get free high-speed internet, 100% legal. Okay. No, it's this
Everybody
guy again.
wants
This guy's too... Oh, it's unlisted. This guy's way too deadpan for the humor that he does.
Faster internet, but sometimes it's just not worth the extra cost. But in this video, I'm going to tell you how
I only
you can
watched a
get
few minutes of
high-speed
this.
internet, not just cheaply, but actually completely free and yes, completely
long.
legally. In
But
fact,
also-
the US and European governments both recently passed laws requiring internet companies to offer very fast internet, in some cases gigabit, completely free in certain circumstances. So don't worry, I'll explain everything, including why this is allowed and how you can take advantage of it with stuff you already have in your house. It only takes a couple of minutes. Before we jump...
I was gonna say, I don't like to watch super long things, but we are reaching the end of the reaction stuff, so we could wrap things up if people wanted. We
Finn,
only
I
have one
to do
more
my
submission
usual
after
plugs
this.
real quick. First of all, if you haven't seen my world famous Instagram account, I have the most hilarious on YouTube. I upload even if you are subscribed. But
I
anyway,
appreciate
with
that.
all that out of the way, let's get started. So to begin,
Willy's
I'll go over
Wonderland,
why
that's
all
what
this
it's
is
called.
possible and
Yeah.
explain how you can tell what potential free internet speed you might get. It turns out, with the
It's
new
really
trade
funny
deal
looking.
between the USA and European Union, both countries have decided that as of January 1st, 2020, all internet service providers must offer a minimum internet speed to all citizens via new 5G technology, with even US President Donald Trump tweeting that the USA should roll out free 6G as soon as possible. The law is called the Fair Access Kilobyte Equity Law, or yes, the funny acronym FAKE for short. This new service is very similar to how network television
I don't know how much
channels
of what
are
he
offered
says
over the air for
is
free
true and
to
how much
receive
is
if you just have an antenna.
It's
And the
just
governments
him
have
taking
said
the
that
piss.
these internet companies must offer a free tier of speed that is equal to at least 1/2 of their lowest paid 5G internet tier. But here's the kicker. 5G is extremely fast. In fact, because of the way the technology works, it has a minimum speed, usually around 100 megabits per second, meaning you're guaranteed to get this
I
speed
didn't
no
know
matter
that.
what. Yes, for free. I'll keep this extremely simple and easy to understand, but if you are interested in the reason why this minimum exists, there's some interesting physics behind it. You see, 5G relies on a property of electromagnetism called dielectric permeability, aka how easily a radio
Wait, is this
signal
one the
can
serious
penetrate
video?
objects,
That seems
including
serious.
walls. Each broadcast also has a so-called transmission power to bandwidth ratio, which essentially means that as you raise or lower the broadcast power of a transmission, you not only raise or lower the maximum bandwidth
No,
and
it's
speed,
not
but
serious?
you
Okay.
also change the minimum bandwidth and speed by the same amount. It's a range. You can see it in this simple graph measured with a coaxial wave meter, where the digilateral coefficient is directly proportional to the material's diffusion factor, not the Scheimpflug coefficient like you probably assume. But you don't have to know all that, it's not really important, it's just more of a fun fact. Anyway, my point is that for some internet providers, because they exclusively offer extremely high speeds, such as 2 gigabit or more minimum, that means that the free tier will still be as much as 1 gigabit potentially. So basically, 5G is much faster, and thanks to the laws of physics, it helps us take even better advantage of this new law. Obviously, the internet companies are not advertising this at all and want to keep this as secret as possible, but not on my watch. So enough of the science, let's go over exactly what you'll need and how to do this, and then afterwards, I'll tell you how you can more easily determine what kind of speed you can expect before doing all this, or if it's available in your area. Because while technically ISPs must begin their rollout of the service by January 2020, they're not required to have full coverage until 2023. Now, normally you would have to buy a specially designed antenna.
See, not knowing like any specifics of this like industry, it's just like it's hard to tell what he's saying. Like what he's saying, where the like reality and fiction crossover. It's like, is anything he said real, or is there some like little bits that are real, and then he's like built off that? I don't know.
Calling up
I
the
have no
local
idea.
internet company and asking for a compatible fake antenna named after the law.
Yeah.
But this can potentially cost hundreds of dollars because the law didn't say anything about offering a free antenna, just the service, and internet companies obviously want to discourage you from
Trump
using it, so they
2024.
charge a very high price for them. However, you can make your own
Ivanka
antenna at home
2028
with some
and
household
2022.
materials practically for free. So these are
Imagine.
the materials
Oh my
you'll need.
God.
First, some electrical tape and scissors to cut it. Next, a regular plastic drinking cup or just a mug or something, just as long as it's not made of glass, but I'll spare you the scientific reason for that. You'll also need a smartphone, which will be used for calibration, and any kind of USB charging cable at least 3 feet long, along with a charger, and finally, a reasonably long Ethernet cable. I'll explain what all this is for as we go along. So let's go to the table and show you what to do. The first thing you need to do is
Is he just
construct
gonna, like,
the antenna.
DIY, like
you
a
need to wrap the entire drinking cup with electrical tape, except you don't want to cover the opening or the bottom. The electrical tape will attenuate the signal
Okay, wait,
and
wait, I'm just
happens
gonna
to have the
skip.
perfect
I'm gonna skip ahead.
length. But don't worry, we have a point. The 5G frequency's electromagnetic signal
wait.
cable's performance if you use it for something else later You don't have to be very neat about it. It can be tangled and messy. Just get as much in there as you can. And next, we'll need to create the signal pattern unique to whatever internet service provider or ISP you want to use for the free internet, which is a lot simpler than it sounds. We can use the website speedtest.net to do this. So open that up on the phone hooked up to the antenna. You can either just use the website version of speed test or the actual standalone app, it doesn't matter. But here's the key. The speed test will let you choose which ISP with which you want to conduct the test. Most of the big ISPs in your area should have a test server you can pick. Just be aware, there are also a lot of other companies that offer speed test servers that are not actually internet providers, so using them won't work. Make sure you choose a server from a company you recognize as actually being an internet service provider, which will vary depending on your area. Keep in mind, you will be able to redo this later if you want with another company, so it's not the end of the world if you make a mistake. This also means you can try out different companies and see which will give you the fastest speed. In any case, choose whatever ISP you want and run the test, making sure it finishes. Then run the full test 4 more times for a total of 5. Each time the test is run, some residual signal will be conducted through the power cable and the electromagnetic field will be embedded into the Ethernet cable.
God,
This
I wish I
process
had
won't affect the
uploads
Ethernet cable's
that went that
performance
fast.
if you use it for something else later. It only
My upload
affects it
speed's
when
so
using
shit.
it to receive the special 5G signal. After you finish the 5 tests, unfortunately, there's no visual indication to distinguish this cable from any other. Technically, you probably only need to run 2 or 3 tests, but there's a small chance it may not be enough, and since you can't tell visually, I still recommend 5 tests, which is a 99% chance of success. You may also want to label the cable with a marker so you know which one has been calibrated. So anyway, at this point, the 5G frequency's electromagnetic signal is embedded into the Ethernet cable, but its polarity is not locked in, you might say. Without start over. It's hard to do that though, so don't worry. Just make sure.
I can't handle how much, how real, like the way he presents stuff. It seems so real, but it's all nonsense. I can't handle it. How to play Xbox on PC? I'm assuming, is this another one by the same guy? Okay, yeah, we're not gonna watch this one. We'll. I don't like to watch too much of the same people's content. You know, I feel like I'm stealing their content and stuff. So I'm just gonna wrap this up here. If RG was still here, we'd go back and listen to his music. But I think I'll sort something out with him at a later date. So yeah, that'll do it. That'll do for the reaction stream for this month. Once again, thank you to everyone thank you to the people who I shouted out before for being members. Thank you to everyone joining me on the stream today. I appreciate it. We've had a pretty good turnout. We have a bunch of people. Mostly a bunch of people we haven't seen in a while, but also a bunch of friends have come around and supported me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. I need to take care of RNG. As in, because of the music thing. I am RNG now. Oh. Thank you, Tiana. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the 20 crowns. The krona, sorry. Not corona, but krona. Yeah, my head was on autopilot. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, Tiana. I appreciate the donation. Yeah, tomorrow's stream is, I think the plan is I was gonna do some more map lab stuff. So tomorrow we'll jump back into where we got up to in the map labs. I think we got to the end of it was the main, whatever the main one was. We did tune and then we did the wrap up. We got to the end of the wrap up. So there it is. It gets caught for me. the jar catches it for me. And so we'll jump into, I think it's like the Halloween horror map labs is the next one. So we'll do that tomorrow. But until then, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming out today. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys the next, either tomorrow or in the next video or stream. See you guys. Bye guys.